presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Good evening, everyone, and we're coming to you live from Gary Rose Stadium in this first round 5A playoff matchup between the Midwest City Bombers and the host team, the number 1 seed from District 2A, the Carl Albert Titans. Jordan Ray, joined, of course, by Tom Carpenter. And, Tom, this is definitely considered a David versus Goliath matchup here, but what we have to consider is that, in the end, David won.
Yes, he did, and it was a good shot. And that's what we've got to have. We've got to bring our A game and not make mistakes.
Okay, the question is, do these players believe? Do the Midwest City players believe they can pull off this upset? Well, you talked to them during Bomber Time, or not Bomber Time, that's me. Bomber Brotherhood yesterday. How'd it go?
They're all pretty excited. They ate well. Squatchimo's fed pretty good. One of our former sponsors, my son even. And we had a pretty spirited group. We had some of the old-timers show up, and I think they got them motivated.
All right, well, coming up, you'll see me talk to the man himself, Midwest City head coach Darrell Hall, and more, including Tom Carpenter's keys to the game, and just how dominant has Carl Albert been this season. The scores will tell you a lot. So that will show you that as well. You're watching Midwest City Bomber playoff football on the Oklahoma Sports Network,
where sports is our middle name.
Whataburger's new Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double.
Sounds like a 5-alarm fire.
Not really, Frank. The jalapeno cream cheese, jalapeno ranch, and pickled jalapenos give it a pleasant heat.
So like a 4-alarm?
Nope. It's a delicious controlled blaze.
Like a little kitty stuck in a tree alarm.
Nah, hotter than that. Let's say the 2.5 alarm Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double. I think the pole's broken.
New Whataburger Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double! It's just a little hot.
I'm happy to be joined once again by Midwest City head coach Darrell Hall. Coach Hall, it's been a few months since you've been back here live, but hey, we got you back, so very excited about that. And let's talk about game last week. So at Duncan, 40-26 was the final score. What's interesting about this game is Duncan threw some tough punches at you guys in the first half, and then I thought you guys came out with a lot of intensity in the third quarter. So what was halftime like?
Halftime was, it's us talking to our young men, because we had some mistakes in the first half. We got a 3 and we punt to us and we give it right back to them. We give up a bomb right on the first play of defense. So there were some things we did to not take care of the Bombers' business. But, at halftime, you make your offense adjustments, you make your defense adjustments, or talk about assignments, and then I get with them and we talk about what's expected and what we need to do. We need to clean up our game, need to play smarter, play with more intensity, and let's go play ball. Things like that. And wasn't a lot of, like I was talking to the guys today, there was no screaming and yelling. Let's go do our job. Everybody knows the job. Let's go execute it now. And they're a very good team of young men, and they came out in the third quarter and put the game away.
Yeah, it was 14-12 at halftime. And did you, at any point during halftime or pregame or during the week, you say, hey, guys, this could be for a playoff spot, an elimination game, which it turned out to be because McGinnis won. You mentioned that because they were McGinnis-MacArthur. That was 13-10 at halftime, I think. Does that get talked about? Like, hey, they would eliminate us if we lose this game.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, like I said, we talked to them like the young man. We're not hiding anything. They kind of let them know what's going on. I mean, I told them playoffs started last week.
Yeah,
playoffs started last week for us. I mean, we lose another game, it's over. I mean, and it doesn't get much final than that. I mean, yes, Matt could have beat McGinnis, and that would have, but that didn't happen. So,
right.
We were planning for, as you said, for a shot in the playoffs, and and we take nobody for granted. So the deal is we just had to come out and execute to the best of our ability.
And we knew for Duncan their quarterback was good.
Yes.
The running back was pretty good too, and he was, I thought, had some success running up the middle in the first half. And I think that is one of the things that really closed off in the second half. Was there anything strategic there going on?
No, again, assignment football. Like I said, just like anybody else that sees Duncan, the quarterback's the guy you have to account for. He had some passing yards on us. He hit the big one at the beginning, and then we pretty much kind of clamped down, and then we had an interception go through our hand in the fourth quarter that should have been a pick, but it turned into a touchdown for him. And but yeah, he'd shown that he could run the ball. He's shown that he ran the ball well, and he came downhill. And like I said, we had to do a better job of wrapping up and making contact with him.
Now, Tom and I were sitting by some of the coaches you have up in the booth, and coaches in the moment, heat of the moment, they don't like all the things that are going on as far as the officiating goes. And a lot of that, I think, centered around some of the pass interference calls. But that's in the moment, heat of the moment. When you look back at that, were those calls that were 50-50 in your eyes? Was there anything technique-wise? I mean, I thought that was kind of a tough PI on JoJo, who's obviously a very seasoned secondary player. So what are your thoughts there?
Well, I thought that was a 50-50 ball, his was. I mean, the one on 87 – late, I thought we hooked him. Yeah. I thought we hooked him, and so my deal is to have communication with the officials. Mm-hmm. No, because I know there's a lot of games I don't like very many of the calls they make, but we want a fair game called and to the best of your ability. And I thought they executed that. And like I said, yeah, coaches in the heat of the moment don't see it like it should be seen sometimes, or we see it with rose-colored glasses. I mean, that's why it's always good to see. But, like I said, my job is to deal with the officials. My coach's job is to coach. And so we can discuss it, and they'll make some comments. But as a whole, we stay out of the officials' way. Mm-hmm. And, like I said, I thought as the year went on, the calls have gotten better.
Yeah.
I mean, early, I didn't think it was like that. I thought – but, as it went on, I thought that the officiating has been getting better, and at least you have an understanding of what's going on. I mean, like I said, any story has a side. So you take that. But, our job is to go play ball. If we go play ball, it doesn't matter what's going on there.
And now we've seen a lot of this, what I know you told Tom was a 31 package with JoJo as the quarterback. How do you feel about that now? We didn't see a whole lot of him at quarterback against Class and SAS. It was just a different type of game. And I think he was doing a lot in special teams and defense. But, we've seen him mostly play that against McGinnis with in and out some, and a lot more against MacArthur. So how do you feel like he's evolved at that position?
Well, he's a young man who wants the ball in his hand. And, you like athletes that I want the ball in my hands when it's time to take care of business. And he played for quarterback for us as a freshman. And so he has played it, but it's been 3 years ago. You know what I mean? So what I like about it is there's more people to cover. He's always a threat, and he can throw. He proved that last week that, he threw a pretty good ball to number 5, Chance Davis. And, so to get us where we need to be. So I think he continued just touched the top of the iceberg.
And the interesting thing about it, I mean, you got him and Jaheim, and, Jaheim's able to go the whole way. You don't have to take him out. Although you have a couple good options with Christian and Deshaun. But, I mean, and I know he missed the SAS game, but, I mean, how did he look this game for this game? His it seemed like he was well rested. And how do you feel about him as far as endurance and stuff like that goes heading into this week?
Talking about Jaheim?
Yes.
I think his endurance is continuing to grow. Like I said, the key is to get in better shape as it went on. I mean, last week he had 19 touches for 252 yards on our boats. So that's a pretty good tote there to go on. So like I said, I think he's ready to go the way. But the good thing about him, we're able to give him a breather. If we'd have had this full package earlier in the year, I think our outcome would have been better some games because we just had one and we didn't really have anything else to back him up, and didn't have another threat. Well, now it's like I tell JoJo in practice, wherever you go, someone's going. So if you run out the backside, someone's assigned to you.
Right.
So that's going to make our plays better. So that's one of the things, we talked about. But, yeah, I think with the running backs we have and our O-line's gotten better, it's been a shuffle. It's been weird. It's been the most I've ever shuffled an O-line in a season. But it's just continue like who's stepping up, who's getting it done. You got your mainstays, the Joneses, of course, the two seniors. And then, you had a sophomore and a junior step in. And then, you went from a sophomore to a junior to a sophomore, senior. So it's been a hodgepodge, but they've gotten better. And I think going downhill is good for the Bombers. I know it is. I mean, because it goes back to old school football. And old school football is you'll put your nose in there twice, but will you put it in there 5 times? And if you won't, then the team that will has a better opportunity. And it shortens the game. So less defensive snaps, and as you know, we got a lot of guys playing both ways.
Right.
And that's just the way it is because they do me no good on the sideline. I need the best guys on the field.
Yeah.
But we've been playing that way all year and working to this point. So I think we're seasoned and ready to take the challenge.
You mentioned playing your best guys and guys playing both ways. So let's back on the defensive side. It did seem like the Jones twins were out there a lot on defense too. And, I mean, I know this is being the postseason now. This is what, you got to do. These guys got to man up, and they did, I think. So how do you feel about linemen playing both ways like the Jones twins? Could we see a lot of them, or them have a lot of snaps, I should say, this week against Carl Albert?
Well, everything's depending on the outcome of the game and how the game's going.
Yeah,
we expect them to get probably 50% of the defensive side of the snaps, maybe less. But it also depends on how long the drive is. If we have a 22-play drive or a 20-play drive, well, they're probably going to come out for a minute. Mm-hmm. And, we've got guys that are capable of playing. We just like to put the best guys out there that we can, and it depends on the moment. But, but it's nothing new for those guys. They played all year. I mean, they played both sides of the ball. We got guys getting more snaps than they did earlier or less snaps. Just depends on what the guy in front of them are doing.
And I'm kind of going back and forth here between offense and defense. So, but you mentioned the offensive line getting better. So in this 31 package, you also have 2 running backs who serve as lead blockers and a tight end. And how do you feel like – and that's we didn't see that at the beginning of the season when you went with a more 4-wide pack or something like that. How do you feel like they've progressed as far as plugging the holes, or not plugging the holes, but creating holes that they need to?
Well, they'll be setting leverage positions, either leverage inside or leverage outside. They're doing it. I think they get better every week. It's like anything else. The more you do it, the better you are at it. It isn't like they hadn't done it. I mean, we had some of this in our package last year.
Right.
And so, it's just plugging some guys in and looking at where their value is, their biggest value is on which side of the ball, and then getting snaps from the other side. Because they want to, and that's the great thing about this team and these players is what does the team need for them to do, they're willing to do, where it hasn't always been that way. Well, if I'm not doing this, I'd rather give you no effort so you can't play me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You try to play them, and they take it out of your hands by giving you lack of effort. Well, you can't go for that. So, but this team, you got guys that have stepped up, say, I'll play. Let me in. What can I do to help the Bombers? And that's going to go a long ways for us.
All right, back to defense. Okay. Anyone score well for you guys that you want to mention that had one of their better games?
We had some guys played lights out. I brought stats. I mean, like, you got to go with a guy like I would take Chance Davis, had 3 solos, 3 assists, and 1 interception big in the end zone. And, that's from the secondary position. I mean, Aiden Brown had 4 solo tackles, 2 assists, and 2 tackles for loss. So you got guys flying around. I mean, I got a pretty good sheet. Ross Jones, who played some backer, maybe in, depends on what's going on there, and edge guy, and he was five solos and 5 assists, with 1 tackle for loss. So you got a lot of guys flying around, and that's the good thing about it. And you got a lot of guys with 1 stat. It depends on how many, like JoJo had 1 pass breakup. But when needed, he definitely went in and played what we needed him to take care of.
And then on special teams, it seems like you're settling in on Hayden Parent to be your not place kicker, but your kickoff guy and your punter. How you feel like he's did there, especially kickoffs? I think that's something he's been doing more recently.
It's gotten better. I mean, we're looking for consistency.
Right.
And so right now, it depends on that week in practice, but Hayden gets more air in it. And that gives us a better chance to get down the field where we need to be, so we can make sure it's not a big return. So, but he's done really good on punting. Like I said, he really stepped up, and he wasn't the guy we were thinking was going to be the guy. So that tells you how that goes. And then you look at what you get out of it. I mean, they've been very consistent. Stepping up, I got to throw Brandon Dixon today, man. I don't know how I missed it. And we had 2 extra point blocks.
Oh, I didn't know that. That was him, but
no.
But he's been really good on defense. Brandon Dixon, I've liked how he's played cornerback this year.
Yes. He's been very, very, very consistent. He got better as the year went on. I mean, and this is just his second year to play for us. He didn't come out till last season. Mm-hmm. So so the guys are playing well. Like I said, it's a team that cares about the team. I mean, and what we talk about. Like I said, when we have our conversation, we have those conversations about the things expected from them. The things that makes them special. I tell them they're special because they play high school football.
Yeah.
High school football is setting them up to be a success because they know how to show up on time, give an honest day's work, because you're going to get what you earn in life, and be a man of character. And those things will carry you. And so those are things we talk about. And then, and putting your best foot forward. And these guys do a great job of that, and they care about each other.
And that's really good to hear. Now, were you ever being told the score during the game of the MacArthur-McGinnis game?
Yes, we're aware.
Yeah.
I was aware at some time, but my job, it doesn't matter if I didn't take care of what I did on the field there.
Yeah.
But you come into that, and yes, we were aware of it, and first of all, we're glad to be in the playoffs.
Right.
Because only 50% of the teams that go are in the playoffs, and then we're excited about our opportunities. Like you said, and back on talking to our young men. Everybody that we lost to is in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And when it comes down to it, we felt like we played. No, we don't feel like we know we played the toughest schedule.
Yeah, this was a very good district this year.
Yeah, it ended up to being. It's funny how things flop around, isn't it?
Yeah, the district, of course, was supposed to be the tough teams were supposed to be Del City and Elgin, but that would have been tough too. But this was still a very good district. So. Yeah,
it turned out to be. I mean, like I said, you had 4 teams. We end up 4th place, but we end up tying for 2nd.
Yes.
When you go by, McGinnis was 4-2, MacArthur was 4-2, we were 4-2 in district. So you had 1st place and you had a tie for 2nd. Then went by the points, we ended up 4th. But it was very competitive. A couple of breaks here or there, and we're setting 2nd.
Yeah, and again, the reason why I mentioned Lawton MacArthur losing to McGinnis is because that does put Middle City at a 4th seed. So, Alicia, let's go and see the bracket. And this is how it works for Middle City. As was mentioned, they're going to play at Carl Albert this Friday. Of course, Carl Albert's probably the team that many people that follow high school football for a living would pick to win the whole thing, as they're undefeated and play just tremendous football. The winner of this game will take on McAllister and Claremore. Coach, when we talk about this game coming up this week, first, you had Monday off for the 2nd straight week, this time because of Veterans Day. Was that good to have that? Were you able to spend more time, maybe not physically doing stuff, maybe watching film or whatever? Were you able to get more done on Monday because of having that day off?
I felt like we had the guys around us a lot longer on a Monday. We gave them the Sunday off to make up because we just came in early on Monday with no JV or freshman game, so we had all day. And so that's what we did. I felt like, Carl Albert's going to do what Carl Albert does, until someone stops them from doing what they do. Our job is to study the film. We have plenty of film to watch. We played them week 1. So we got to go revisit that and then go, we washed Duncan out, And then we took on the next hurdle, and that's Carl Albert.
And Carl Albert, obviously, they're I don't know what's more impressive than their offense or defense, but on defense, you know, they're obviously very quick, and they have shut down other teams' running games. So when you look at how they've done, if you get in a third and long situation, are you prepared to go back to Roman, or do you think JoJo could throw the ball more? And I know you don't want to tip your hand, but what can you say to that effect if you have to face some third and long situations, which you didn't really have to worry about against Duncan?
Well, I mean, same thing. I mean, we're going to depends on it would be depending on down and distance.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're going to do what we feel like is going to give us the biggest chance to be successful. You know, it could be Roman, it could be JoJo, it could be someone else. We don't know, you know, but we're going to give ourselves the best opportunity because, you know, what we've done is ball control. We've been able to control the ball and be able to move the ball. And, you know, and we know it's going to be tough, but, you know, that's what we plan on doing. And if we, you know, we're going to throw it. You got to throw it because if you look up and you got an 11-man box, we've got to get you out of the box.
Yeah. And then Carl Albert on offense, you know, they have obviously big name receivers and stuff.
Yes.
But, you know, the running game also could go either way with their quarterback. He's done some read option stuff, and their Ellis Simmons, their running back. What's an important challenge for your defense against that group?
Well, the biggest deal is to make them earn everything they get. You know, don't give up the chunk plays. Make them work the ball. It's like anybody else. The longer they keep the ball to work it, the more opportunities is for something to go our way. You know, so our job is to be sound in what we do. Tackle. We have to tackle well, you know, because the backs will come downhill and the quarterback comes downhill. So, you know, you got to tackle well. So then play assignment football and then play hard, you know, and the thing is they know how. I mean, we'd like to say we've played a lot of four-quarter games. So I would think that goes to Vantage Bombers as far as how many four-quarter games you've played in a season.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company is going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes, call Rob and Will.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
To contest the new Whataburger from Whataburger.
What?
Real wings have bones. And these boneless wings are actually premium chicken tender bites tossed in one of Whataburger's famous sauces. Honey butter, honey barbecue, buffalo, or
sweet and spicy.
And now Nashville hot? Those do not turn these Whataburgers into real wings. I know what a real wing is. That it's not a wing.
Whataburger, Whataburger.
All right, right, welcome back to Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Jordan Ray, Tom Carpenter here. We're in a bit of a closed space here, but we're comfortable. We're comfortable here at the Gary Rose Stadium as the Bombers and Titans are set to begin their playoff game, first round. Let's go ahead and look at Carl Albert's scores this season. What is Midwest City up against? They kind of already know because these teams played in early September. That game easily won by Carl Albert 49-0. And as you can see, 10 games played for the Titans, 7 shutouts. In the 3 games where they gave up points, they only gave up first-half touchdowns in 1 game. That was to Lawton High. They gave up 2 first-half touchdowns. Gave up a couple of garbage time touchdowns to Noble and to Altus. So, Tom, that speaks volumes right there of how formidable they are on defense, let alone offense.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're going to be the team to beat this year.
Yeah. Right now we've got a coin toss coming your way.
Number 6, Tristan Haynes. Number 7, Trinae Washington.
And we'll go down the field for that. We'll have the mic up here. Hopefully we can get some good sound, but if not, you'll see it. Coin toss, of course, is brought to you by Louis.
Can you introduce yourself, fella?
You got a mic here, just speak.
All right, and you'll hang on. We did this last time.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. All right, gentlemen, my name's Jeff Murray. Good to see you guys play hard tonight. Good to see you guys play hard. Thanks. 2 quick things before you flip this coin. Hey, you guys are captain your teammates. If you got a question during the ball game, come find one of us, communicate. Ask us what we need to do and what we need to look for, all right? A reasonable question gets a reasonable answer. And of course, talk to each other when the game's over. Heads and the tails. You're the visiting team. What do you want to call?
They want tails.
They want tails. Heads. All right, over 1 to the third in the second half. You're going to take the football. What team do you want to kick from? All right. Midwest City come this way. The Bombers will start on offense on this end. Let's have a good game. Let's get after it.
All right, you heard that. Midwest City will take over. We'll have the ball first on offense. And as we wait for teams to get on the field, here is Tom Carpenter's keys to the game.
The keys to the game are brought to you by Intertwined Hearts Ministries, biblical-based counseling, mentoring, and spiritual direction for couples and adult individuals. Scott and Alicia Young both graduated from Midwest City High School, and their kids graduated from Midwest City. It's at 9107 East Reno Avenue. For Carl Albert, don't change a thing in your playbook. It's working. Second thing they have to do, they have to stop Mahmoud and the Bomber rushing attack, and then they have to win the battle in the trenches. They've got the guys to do it. Bombers got to play tough. For your Midwest City Bombers, no fumbles and no muff kick returns. Hit your open receivers quickly and open the holes for Mahmoud and JoJo.
Okay, let's, by the way, the coin toss once again was Louis. I need to really say that we really appreciate having Louis with us. They're located at 6007 Southeast 15th Street, Louis. We're in your neighborhood. All right, starting lineups for Midwest City when they go with their, what we expect to see for the most part in the first half and maybe more, what's called their 31 package with 3 running backs and a tight end. Josiah Johnson is the quarterback in that package. Jaheim Mahmoud, the running back. The lead blockers are Fenric Rinn and Deshaun Grisby. Also, Ross Jones will play as a fullback lead blocker some as well. Brody Max, the tight end. He'll rotate in some as well. The one receiver will be Chance Bubba Davis. When they go with their 4 wide package, does Midwest City, Roman Manella will be the quarterback, Jaheim Mahmoud the running back. The receivers are Dustin Anderson, Edward Nevins, Josiah Johnson, and Chance Davis. And then the offensive line, Jakari Fletcher, the left tackle, DeMonte Jones, the left guard, Dominique Cochran, the center, Daquan Washington, the right guard, Damarian Jones, the right tackle. On defense, Deshaun Grisby, defensive end, nose guard, Drell Chambry, defensive tackle, Damarian Jones. Ross Jones, no relation, is the spinner. Vipers, Aiden Brown. Keewan Landry, the Mike linebacker. Hayden Parent, the weak side linebacker. The cornerback is Brandon Dixon. The other one safety is Chance Bubba Davis. Felix Fuentes will also play a lot in that position. The other safety is Devin Walker. And JoJo also is a starting cornerback for Midwest City. All right, our first quarter sponsor will be Valor Physical Therapy. Oh, well, I'm sorry, you're right, Sarai, our producer, the coaches. Darrell Hall, the head coach in his 13th year. Tyler Kay, the defensive coordinator. Randon Lowe, the offensive coordinator. John Mitchell, the recruiting coordinator and defensive line coach. Philip Wall, the other defensive line coach. Ron Wagner, the freshman coach. James Price, the other freshman coach, the head freshman coach. DBC, the corners coach, and the special teams coach. Butch Chauvinek, the strength and conditioning coach. Robert Walker, one offensive line coach. Stoney Burke, the other offensive line coach. Malcolm Mack, the safeties coach. Jameel Owens, the wide receivers coach. David Mustin, the running backs coach. J.R. Moore, one of the other freshman coaches. Now we can tell you about the first quarter sponsor. That's Patrick Newby's Insurance. Newby Agency is your local Oklahoma Farmers Insurance Agency in Midwest City. They're family-owned and operated and have been serving the public for over 40 years now. Their office is located off of 29th Street near Depot near Tinker Air Force Base. Come by and see him at 560 West Boeing. Oh, I read the wrong one. Valor Physical Therapy. That's Patrick Newby. Anyway, Valor Physical Therapy, we'll talk more about them, but they're located at 7005 Southeast 15th Street. That's okay. They're resetting Metallica right now to get the Carl Albert players out, so we're still got time to read all this. Are you looking for top-notch physical therapy services? Look no further than Valor Physical Therapy, your partner in wellness. In addition to traditional rehabilitation, their dedicated team offers a range of specialized services, including preventive screening, pre-op programs to enhance post-op healing, and tailored personnel training to get you fit for life. The address is 7005 Southeast 15th Street, suite number 200. Okay, Carl Albert now is taking the field. The players are. One last sponsor to read, and then we'll be ready to go. And that is the kickoff sponsor, as we're about to have a kickoff coming up. That's AAA Copy for all your printing needs. Let AAA print your graduation invites, banners, yard signs, and all your party needs. AAA at 709 South Air Depot in Midwest City. Okay, that was a mouthful, Tom, but I think we're ready to go.
I thought you did well. You covered a lot of territory there. That's good.
All right, so Carl, we're about to kick off here. When Carl Albert takes the field, we expect to see Ethan Spiewak. Kick off, and he is one of the exceptional Carl Albert Titans. They have a lot of good players, a lot of different positions, and he may be as good as his job as anyone else. The leading field goal kicker in Carl Albert history.
Yeah, it's pretty good honor if you think about it. I mean, that's
yeah, especially when you play all those games, all those championship games, playoff games.
Quite talented, for sure.
Well, the teams are out, so we're waiting on something. There we go. Carl Albert now taking the field. And now here come the Bombers taking the field. Dustin Anderson will be deep back, as well as JoJo. Chance Bubba Davis, along with Dustin Anderson, will be at the 20. JoJo back at the 5. He's got to be careful not to back his way into the head official is now giving him some words of encouragement. These seniors from Midwest City have a lot of pride. They don't want this to be their last game. They have a daunting task, but I don't think they know it. I think they feel like they can win this game, and that's the feeling you want them to have.
Nice kick.
Here's Spiewak's kick, and it will be a touchback.
He'll be kicking for somebody on Saturdays pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't been more clear as to who, and I think he's still waiting for some big offers that should come. He's hit a 50-yard field goal this season.
Midwest City takes over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Okay, so Bombers coming out of their huddle.
The line's going to make a statement right here.
Actually, Reeves will be at the tight end spot, but JoJo is a quarterback with Jaheim Mahmoud lining up to his left.
Got Dominique Cochran at center.
He needs to have a good game. He does have a good snap, and Mahmoud
still going.
Is met at the line of scrimmage. As you can see, he's hard to bring down, but they do get him down.
Maybe for a loss.
And that's Marcus James, who will be playing at OU next year, linebacker. That's the type of talent Carl Albert has.
Nope, just got him at the line of scrimmage. So.
Marcus James on the original contact and
you can see, Tom.
No gain on the play. That brings up 2nd and 10.
Marcus James, it took him a bit of time to get Jaheim Mahmood down, but Jaheim did not gain any ground on him like he would against more normal high school linebackers.
Right.
2nd and 10 for Midwest City. And JoJo keeps it, and he had to work hard just to get a yard or two there. Bunch of Titans bring him down, and Marcus James was there again, as was Nick Hill. And Nick Hill is what you would describe, Tom, as a big boy. 300-plus pounds of him. So now it's 3rd and long. What will they do on 3rd and long? That could be something. They don't want to face 3rd and long often, but we have it here. 3rd and 9 is the down and distance here as the ball will be snapped from the 21-yard line. And they're going to keep with their 31 package. One wide receiver. And then, let's see, flags, Tom, or timeout?
Timeout.
Okay.
City.
Quick timeout. We'll take a break here as well. You're watching Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Whataburger's new Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double.
Sounds like a 5-alarm fire.
Not really, Frank. The jalapeno cream cheese, jalapeno ranch, and pickled jalapenos give it a pleasant heat.
So like a 4-alarm?
Nope. It's a delicious controlled blaze.
Like a little kitty stuck in a tree alarm.
Nah, hotter than that. Let's say the 2.5 alarm Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double. I think the pole's broken.
New Whataburger Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double. It's just a little hot.
Welcome back to Midwest City Bomber playoff football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Jordan Ray, Tom Carpenter. Midwest City already calling a timeout. It's 3rd and 9. Again, 3rd and long is something that the Bombers want to avoid, especially with their run-heavy package. And we'll see what they can do in that situation out of a timeout here. Jashawn Grisby will be in as one lead blocker, as is Fenric Wren. And they're lined up on the right side.
From the 21-yard line, where it's 3rd and 9, Midwest City.
That's the short side of the field. Now they all shift along with the tight end, as is Jaheim Mahmood. Delayed handoff. Carl Albert had no problems getting there.
Didn't fool him at all.
And tackled for a loss is Jaheim Mahmood.
We needed to make a statement right then, and that's not it.
Daquan, I'm sorry, not Daquan Washington, that's our guy. Nick Hill was one of the Titans there. Both 77s are pretty big.
Yes, they are.
Okay, so Hayden Parent will need to get a good punt here. And, of course, he has to punt to Tristan Haynes, and that's probably going to angle this punt to try to avoid that. But his punts have gotten better and better.
Good snap.
It's a really good snap.
Not the best kick, but may take a bomber roll. Nope.
Not much of a bomber roll, though. At least there's no return. It'll be knocked. It'll be downed at the 38-yard line. For Carl Albert, their starting quarterback is Devin Woodring. It's his first year to start. He is a senior. He's had a really good season. Has made a lot of really good throws. And they'll be tested with the Bombers many different ways. Now, they have a different running back start now, Elijah Matthews. I say different. L.T. Simmons was a starting running back when these teams played earlier in the season. And then they got a 4 wide receiver set. All of those wide receivers can run. They're changing the plays for Woodring.
Taking their time. 3, 2, 1, timeout.
Well, they get the playoff appearance.
No,
Woodring will keep it. Woodring will get a first down. Felix Fuentes forced him out of bounds, but not until we get a first down for Carl Albert. And for them, they're already in field goal range. Of course, they got bigger plans in mind.
That clock sure looked like it was at 0 to me before he hiked it.
Had to be close because it did take them a while there, but they got it. According to the rest, they got it on time. First and 10, not as long here. Handoff to Elijah Matthews, left side. Matthews with the first down. He gets inside the 10, dives for the pylon, and he scores. Touchdown, Carl Albert. 2 plays. Already took your thunder there some, Tom, but it's worth pointing out. This is kind of the start many were expecting. It took Carl Albert longer to score against Midwest City last time before the floodgates really opened about the middle of the second quarter.
Well, it took them 21 seconds this time.
Here is Spiewak to kick for the Titans. Good snap, good hold. Kick is good. 7-0. Carl Albert leads Midwest City right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
Welcome back to Middle City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. First off, we want to recognize again our wonderful kickoff sponsor, that's AAA Copy. For all your printing needs, let AAA Copy print your graduation invites, banners, yard signs, and all your party needs. They're located at 709 South Air Depot in Midwest City. And Tom, I'm going to ask you about that scoring drive.
Well, it was a 2-play, 38-yard drive, capped off with a Matthews 25-yard run. Spiewak kick was good. 7-0 Carl Albert. Drive summary is brought to you by Madison's Country Cooking. I'll get it in a minute. Located at 4747 Southeast 29th Street in Del City. Open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Tuesdays through Saturdays. We ate there last week, and I thought that was excellent. Some good eating, I'm telling you.
It was here. Well, this is a long break between extra point and kickoff. And I don't see any indication that there's a TV crew here.
I don't know if it's the
I know playoffs might make it take longer, but I'm still surprised. I know that some of these games do get shown, I think, on the NHS network.
OSSAA would have a representative here, and they may have to consult with him between play. I don't know. It sure looks like it's taken a while.
This is longer than even a game that we've seen on, I forget what, the Cox channels that sometimes come to Middale to do the games.
Right.
Yeah, this was a really long break. We'll keep this in mind after future scores, but here we go. Both teams taking the field. Tom, we already have that maybe back against the wall feeling for Midwest City.
Well, they better wake up now and get something going this drive, or it's going to be a long night. I see one of the officials down there is one of my umpire buddies, and I always like him because he knows the rules better than anybody.
Oh, so he does football, baseball. Does he do basketball in between?
I don't think he does basketball. Okay. He's really good at softball, too.
He just likes being in charge, I guess. No, that's a credit to him. We need the officials.
Good hole. Here we go.
There's a return there, and a solid return. That's JoJo being tackled near the Carl Albert sideline by LeBron Royal, number 58, who's one of their great defensive ends.
Also played basketball for Carl Albert last year. And I'll say this as someone who follows Middale basketball. LeBron Royal could be a significant part of the basketball team this year as they had a lot of departures. All right, so Midwest City back out on the field. And now they're going to huddle. They're waiting. There's Dustin Anderson. JoJo was already out there as he returned the kick. This ball's at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. It's Mahmoud. Mahmoud gets the hole on the left side. Mahmoud, first down.
Yeah, baby.
Gets past the 40.
It's an 18-yard run. I like it.
Good blocking there on that side for Midwest City. You're going to see this on our Triple Elite screen printing instant replay. Triple Elite, find world-class design, hot new styles at Triple Elite screen printing. That gets to the 43-yard line, so yeah, it's about 18 yards there, Tom.
Saw the hole open up, too. The linemen's, maybe they're getting it figured out.
Well, I think if you're going to have any chance against Carl Albert, you got to run right at him. Not that that's easy. That's going to be really hard, but you can't get around him very well, and you can't throw on him very well either. Mahmoud squirts the hole there.
Got a couple.
And that's actually an impressive 2 yards, all things considering. He doesn't even get brought down, but Caden Davis, Marcus James are a couple of Titans that stopped his forward progress. So 2nd and 8 now coming. Bombers yet to attempt to pass. You don't expect him to with JoJo at quarterback, but he did show against Duncan that he can throw the ball. All right, 2nd and 8, 45-yard line. JoJo with 2 lead blockers. JoJo keeps it.
Nope, didn't get much.
I think he got hit by Trey Washington, who also will be going to OU. Although he'll be playing offense, I think, for OU, but still a great, strong safety as he showed it there, and that's a tackle for no gain.
Students and fans, rattle these stands. It's
Yeah, well, you know, Midwest City's going to run the ball. You expect Carl Albert's safeties to probably be crowded in the box, too.
Well, linemen have to do a little better job of clearing up those holes, opening it up.
Well, 3rd and 8.
Why are we stopping the clock now? Did Midwest City call? Oh, we had an injured player. Who's that slow getting up over there?
I couldn't see. Missed that here.
I hope it's not. It's JoJo. He's up on his feet, though. That's the good news. He's going to have to come out because of the timeout.
Unless you call a timeout there. We'll go and keep it here for right now.
Yeah, it's an injury timeout. He's got to come out.
Well, you know that they have to be, Tom, having Roman Manella ready at some point. I'm sure he's gotten reps, in other words.
Right.
And this is not a bad time to use him.
A good experience for sure.
Yeah, but also it being 3rd and 8. Hopefully JoJo can come right back if they get a first down. And hopefully if they have to go on defense in a couple plays, he can go back for that. Lots of other games on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Del City hosts Shawnee. The interesting thing about that game, Shawnee's coach, Jason Madonna, was the offensive coordinator for Del City for about 6 years before coming to Shawnee last year. So he and Del City's head coach, Robert Jones, have been coaching together for a long time. And then also all the West games, because that's an East game actually, even though Del City's, actually west of us. But they're in the Eastern District. All the West teams, those games are on the Oklahoma Sports Network, including Newcastle hosting Noble, Bishop McGuinness hosting Lawton High, and Guthrie hosting Lawton MacArthur.
And then, of course, you can watch some playoff football with Elgin in 4A. And I think Jones has a playoff game as well on the Oklahoma Sports Network. And Lawton Eisenhower has actually, because in 6A they take, and like 6A1, 12 of the 16 teams make the playoffs. So Lawton Eisenhower has a first-round game as well. So a lot of playoff football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
I don't think he can play. I think he has to, one of the fans is yelling it. They call an injury timeout. That player has to come out, and JoJo was it. So.
Oh yeah, JoJo is out. He's not out. He's out. He's playing. In other words, when we say he's out there, he's going to keep it, twirl around, roll to his right.
He's got some room,
and he jukes one guy.
He got a first down,
and he'll get close to a first down.
Number 57, Joe Thomas.
He juked Caden Davis, which is saying something because I think Caden Davis is a great all-around football player. In fact, I had him on the coaches show, Tom, and Caden said he's played against JoJo since middle school and has a lot of respect for him, and you can see why there. And what's interesting, Tom, is it possible we should look? No, Middle City did not call a timeout. So if they didn't call their own timeout, I am surprised that JoJo was able to stay in, and I can see why that Carlbert coaches may not like that, but we got a 1st and 10 for Midwest City.
Mahmoud
left side. Can he get to the edge? He can get to the edge. And Jaheim Mahmoud with a first down.
I like it.
Wow, 3 first downs for Midwest City. Tristan Haynes helped usher him out of bounds, but not until he got a first down, as we see on the triple elite screen printing instant replay. I'm telling you, this is not easy to do. Again, Carl Albert's given up only 4 touchdowns on the season, only 2 in the first half. That was to Lawton High. Again, now that's one of the faster teams they played. And Midwest City obviously has the speed with JoJo and Jaheim.
Got a good block out of Wren that time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Blocking's gotten better. Here's Mahmoud.
He shouldn't have danced. He could have shot through there. It got a little better.
But he goes forward, even with Trinae Washington making contact with him. So, again, all things considering, that's a good first down run.
That brings up 2nd and 8, Midwest City.
2nd and 8. We're at 6 minutes to go in the first quarter, this Valor Physical Therapy first quarter.
This might be a good spot to throw a JoJo pass because they won't be expecting it. They'll be expecting a Mahmoud run.
I thought he was going to pass it on 3rd down last time, but he didn't have to. Man in motion for JoJo. Takes a snap. He's going to keep it. Had no room there. And eventually is tackled by Marcus James and Caden Davis.
Only got about a yard.
1 yard gain on the play out to the Carl Albert 32.
Again, good he's able to get something out of that. Now, the interesting thing here, Tom, is Middle City's driven the ball well enough that they could go for it here if they don't gain a yard.
They have to. There's no.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 7, but you want something better than 4th and 7.
Right.
At the very least, get something better than 4th and 7. You love a first down. Again, the Bombers put their 3 lead blockers in motion. And JoJo goes that way. He will throw. He's throwing in coverage, and it's almost intercepted.
Pass is nearly intercepted by a pair of Titan defenders. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and 7.
That's number 8 for Carl Albert. That's DeAndre Dukes, one of their speedsters. Tough thing about that, Tom, is really it's hard to get open on the Carl Albert secondary. And
right.
They had 2 guys there covering. I think there's probably, I believe, Bubba.
I'd go ahead and send
it was.
I'm like you. I'd go ahead and send Manella in. He's got the better passing arm, but.
Well, again, JoJo made a play with his legs here, so.
Gonna have to do it again.
4th down. Everyone's going to the left side now. It's a delayed handoff to Jaheim and Mahmoud.
Just short.
Oh, man, I wish they could have done that for 3rd down. He gets close, but not close enough. About 2 yards short, and Carl Albert gets a turnover on downs. Well, that's why you want to avoid 3rd and long and at least to maybe 4th and long and just limited with what you can do.
At least we got
not giving them the best field position. I mean, it's something.
Yeah, it was a good drive for Midwest City. I think Carl Albert, they're so they're perfectionists, those coaches are, for good reason. They're going to work on that defense, too. Meanwhile, it's a bubble screen to Tristan Haynes, who he gets a lot of yards out of that. The ball came out. I think it was down. He gets to the 39-yard line. For Midwest City, Chance Davis gets the tackle.
Around the near side to the Titan 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Carl Albert.
That's a play that Carl Albert loves to run. They love to get Tristan Haynes on the outside there. And they take a lot of pride in their wide receivers being able to block for them. 2 tight end set for Carl Albert. They're going to put Tristan Haynes in motion. Fake the jet sweep to him. Hand it off. I think that's LT Simmons. He can run, and he is running.
He's gone.
Goodbye. LT Simmons will score for Carl Albert. Well, that's 2 handoffs to the running backs and 2 long touchdowns. And unfortunately, Midwest City's defense is the unit that seems overwhelmed right now. I think they said the law offices of LT and Simmons there. Did you hear that, Tom?
Yeah.
I guess that's I don't know if that's a real law firm, but
that's an inside joke, I'm guessing.
Well, LT Simmons is who scored the touchdown.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So I'm sure there's a connection there. Ethan Spiewak to kick for Carl Albert. Extra point is good. It's 14-0 Titans over the Bombers on the Oklahoma Sports Network. If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
Welcome back to Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Jordan Ray, Tom Carpenter. Here's another AAA copy kickoff for all your printing needs. The AAA copy print your graduation invites, banners, yard signs, and your party needs as well. They're located at 709 South Air Depot in Midwest City. And for the 3rd time, we will see, but this time there's enough wind that he needs some help, so he's going to bring in Oku, I believe. Christian Oku will hold for Ethan Spiewak.
That's a scary thing to do. I did it in middle school or junior high, and it scared me to death. They go hold the ball for him. I said, I don't want to.
Well, imagine if you're holding on extra points or something like that.
Yeah, see, I wasn't a holder, but they wanted me to do it. A couple of times I had to do it, and it scared me to death. Nice kick.
Well, it worked for Spiewak as he gets a touchback. All right, Tom.
Drive Summary is brought to you by Madison's Country Cooking in Del City. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner along with daily specials and a new Mediterranean menu with gyros, kebabs, hummus, and Greek salad. That was a 2-play, 73-yard drive capped off by a Woodring to Simmons 71-yard pass. And that boy had some wheels.
Also up 14-0 is Shawnee. Bishop McGinnis, so tough news for Lawton High. But Lawton MacArthur is competitive early on against Guthrie. That game tied at 7.
That's good to hear.
I'm still mad at MacArthur, though. I'm not sure if I can root for him for losing that game. Now look where we're at. Handoff Jaheim Mahmood right side.
Pretty good.
And he gets
about 7.
About 7, yeah.
Yeah. 8.
I am surprised, Tom, that Bombers have had the success they've had running on the edges at times, as DeAndre Dukes makes a tackle for Carl Albert up the middle a little bit, but definitely on the edge. I thought Carl Albert had too much team speed for that. I was wrong. Of course, I thought Midwest might get some stops on defense, and I've been wrong about that so far. I thought they could do better against the run, but
run or pass, though. That's what.
Yeah, well, they're okay against the passes, the 2 run plays. Mahmoud, right side.
Nice
he's running really well right now as he gets out to the 36. That's going to be a Bomber first down. Got this for you on our Triple Elite screen printing replay. Triple Elite. Find World Class Design and hot new styles at Triple Elite. The Carl Albert knows what's coming.
That's why that counterplay worked so well last series. When you throw that in there every now and then because they're expecting Mahmoud right or left.
On the keeper, Carl Albert had too many guys that were not blocked there.
And not fooled.
And JoJo kept it and got brought down by LeBron Royal, who is a tremendous defensive end along with Joe Thomas. The 2 bookends there are really good. And they'll headline the Carl Albert defense next year, as they'll both be back. And that's the thing. If you get a good defensive play there for Carl Albert like they did there, you're in position to get a stop. That's the difference. Middle City has not been able to do that on their side on defense. But can they overcome this now? 2nd and 13. Nope, they converge on Jaheim and bring him down.
Yellow flag. One of the Carl Albert kids was throwing a punch down there, and the ref just let it go.
Thomas Welch, one of the tacklers for Carl Albert. It's 3rd and long. By 3rd and long, we're just going to call it 3rd and 11. Minute 36 to go. Ball will be at the 34-yard line. JoJo hands it off Jaheim. Tries to get the outside. He cannot.
Could not make the cut.
Marcus James was the first Titan there. Several other Titans got there. It's going to be 4th and long. Bombers will have to punt.
I hate to say bad things about our line, but the line was kind of standing there and needed to.
Well, after that first down run by Jaheim, the Carl Albert Titan front 7 just took over. 3 straight plays of dominance.
See if we can get a better kick this time.
A better kick that ideally will not be returned by number 6.
High snap.
They have a high snap for Parent. Oh, the Titans were putting some pressure on him, but
get a good bounce. There we go.
It does take a Bomber bounce.
Go. Still not very much. Maybe 20 yards.
Yeah. Tristan Haynes stood kind of close to that. He wants a punt return for a touchdown badly, and he actually already has a muff this year, but he wasn't going to make that mistake in this situation. I think that was a little bit later in the game when he did that earlier this season. Plus, this is the playoffs. All right, but Carl Albert will have their 3rd series. They've scored on 2 long run plays. One of them was by L.T. Simmons, who is back in the backfield now with Devin Woodring. Woodring fakes the handoff. He's going to throw it downfield. Finds his man for a first down. Forward progress should give Carl Albert a first down. That's Tristan Haynes with a catch.
Nice catch. They had pressure on him that time, and he just got rid of the ball.
Forward progress is stopped at the Midwest City 42, so it's a 1st and 10 now for the Titans. So we're nearing the end of the first quarter.
They're just going to let it clog down, and I don't blame them.
Well, we want to thank Valor Physical Therapy for being the first quarter sponsor here and being one of our quarter sponsors throughout the season. As we now transition to the second quarter. It's Carl Albert 14, Midwest City 0, heading to the second quarter of the first round of the 5A playoffs right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
to contest the new Whataburger from Whataburger?
What?
Real wings have bones. And these boneless wings are actually premium chicken tender bites tossed in one of Whataburger's famous sauces. Honey butter, honey barbecue, buffalo, or
Sweet and spicy.
and now Nashville hot? Those do not turn these Whata wings into real wings. I know what a real wing is. That it's not
What a wing. Whataburger, what a wing. It's Whata wings.
Welcome back to Mississippi Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. This is going to be the Buffalo Wild Wings second quarter. Buffalo Wild Wings at 5500 Tinker Diagonal in Del City. They offer buy one, get one wing deals every Tuesday and Thursday. First and 10 for Devin Woodring. Throws it short to Haynes, another bubble screen on the left side. Again, that's the side they like to go to.
Got a block in the back.
Haynes is tackled there by Bubba Davis. Do you see a flag there, Tom? Yes, we have a flag.
It's a block in the back. Yep.
This is definitely where you normally see an offensive penalty. And Carl Albert has been prone to those type of penalties a little bit. They always overcome them, of course, but they will block you hard. And
called it holding.
They call it holding. And sometimes they may block a little too hard.
Penalty moves the ball back to the Titan 48-yard line.
So they're not going to get many of these opportunities, Tom, as Midwest City's defense. 1st and 22, they say, or 20. 1st and 20.
About 1st and 20. Yeah, looks like more than that, doesn't it?
Correction, 20.
No, 1st and 20, according to Josh Norman, the Carl Albert PA announcer. Woodring, delayed handoff to Simmons, and again Simmons just with a big hole. Is going to get a first down before he's brought down inside the 30. Fenric Wren, one of the tacklers for Midwest City.
26 yards out to the Midwest City 27-yard line. 1st and 10.
The outside run for Carl Albert has been very potent.
Run in a hurry up.
And they'll option on the left side now. Woodring will keep it. That's the best defensive play we've seen from Midwest City. That's DeMonte Jones with a tackle. And that's going to be a loss of a yard. So DeMonte Jones with a big play. And somehow the Bombers need to make that happen. That's their best defensive play of the night by far.
Yes, sir.
Problem is going to be when Simmons, number 3, has the ball. Can they get to him? We're going to find out up the middle. He gets a good gain. He's going to make it third and very manageable, but he is brought down. Fenric Wren, Aiden Brown, a couple of the Bombers to get to him. Not before he gets about 6, so we're looking at 3rd and 5. The Bombers got to try to get there a little sooner. Make it 3rd and 6. 23-yard line. Again, Carl Albert is well within Ethan Spiewak's range, but, of course, they're thinking of first down here.
Oh, yeah.
And Woodring will pass. Under some pressure.
Screen.
Throws it short.
Oh, missed tackle.
And Simmons makes a man miss. He cuts it inside. He gets tackled inside the 20, inside the 15, actually, for a first down.
1st and 10, Carl Albert.
The pursuit is not what it needs to be right now for Midwest City. We'll see if they can correct that. Now the Titans are easily in Spiewak's range. But, of course, they're going to go for the touchdown. It's Simmons again. He's got the hot hand as he gets brought down inside the 10. Solid run before Deshaun Grisby gets him down. Gets taken down to the 9. So about a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 coming up in the second quarter of the first-round action between Carl Albert and Midwest City. I believe the winner of this game plays the winner of Coweta-Claremore. No score in that game, at least according to my
scoring update service.
Your source.
My source. Second down, Woodring, quarterback sneak. He will not get the first down. He'll gain a few there.
Makes it to the 8.
Grisby, one of the tacklers.
3rd and 4.
So is Ross Jones. He's actually only gained a yard. 3rd and 4. At some point you will see Carl Albert maybe go with a heavy package. And they may bring in Caden Davis. They are going to bring Caden Davis to be the, I don't know if you want to call it a wildcat quarterback, but there's the deal. He's both fast and strong, so we'll see what happens when he follows the lead's blockers, but this is where Moose needs to be physical here. Davis with a snap. He goes straight up the middle. Now he cuts it to the outside, and he will, I believe, score. Did he cross it? Yes, he did. He crossed the goal line for a Carl Albert touchdown. They're just too good at blocking, but there is a flag. So no touchdown. Break for the Bombers, but last time they got this break of a holding penalty on Carl Albert, they did not take advantage. This should be 3rd and much longer now. And it appears that they will go back to a more conventional package on offense for Carl Albert. So I think they bring in Devin Woodring back. And he has twins on both sides and a tight end, so he's definitely going to do something with this ball. He drops back to pass. Fires, corner of the end zone, has a man. And it's incomplete. I think that's Aiden Brown who helped force that incomplete pass. It is.
Good defense.
I'm telling you, Carl Albert converts a lot of those passes. They just win those jump balls, so credit to Agent Zero for forcing that.
Agent Zero timed that just right.
Ross Jones was there too? Oh, Dustin Anderson was in on the play too.
Right.
See the one who got this deflection? Yeah, okay, it's Dustin Anderson, but good play by him. He's only a sophomore. And again, this is a very makeable field goal for Devin Woodring, although I think he missed a field goal against Midwest City. Tom, is that right? I think he did.
Can't remember that.
That was early in the game. I think that's one of the ways Midwest City's defense got to stop early on before Carl Albert started to get going in the middle of the second quarter. Now we got whistle blown.
Timeout, maybe?
I think Carl Albert timeout. Yep, they're going to call their first timeout of the half. We'll take a break. You're watching Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
call Rob and Will.
Welcome back to Middle City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Interesting, Carl Albert decided to call a timeout there as they set up for a field goal. Don't think you normally see Midwest City try to – they don't really have much of a block on these.
But they've had some guys come close.
Yeah, so I don't know what led to that timeout, but here we go. Jake Farley, the son of the special teams coach, is the holder. And it's a good hold.
He missed it.
Kick is up, and he did miss it. Did that get partially hit?
I couldn't tell. I just saw it curve.
I thought I heard it hit maybe a hand of a player. I don't know. So the Bombers get a stop on defense.
That's what we needed. Got to keep doing it.
Part of that was because of a holding penalty on Carl Albert. So Bombers still have some life here. They can somehow get in the end zone and cut this deficit in half. But they're going to have it at their own
20.
Here's their first possession of the second quarter. JoJo wasn't ready for it, and the Bombers weren't ready to. The offensive line was not ready to block.
They threw a flag anyway. We were moving.
See, you hope that's a dead ball penalty.
Yes.
So it'll be 1st and 15 instead of 2nd and 15. Or 2nd and longer than 15, perhaps.
I guess it wasn't a penalty. I thought.
Nope.
The Bombers moved. They should have called it.
Brings up 2nd and 15.
It's just inexcusable for the center to do that. But, of course, Midwest City has not had – that's been one of the least steady positions just because they've had so many different starters and so many different guys rotating through that position. So 2nd and long.
He's stuffed.
It's Mahmoud. And the Titans are really making it hard now.
Another 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and
They're just
7.
swallowing up the Bomber run plays. They started to really get it going after giving up a first down the last drive for Midwest City.
Let's rumble these stands. It's 3rd and a good ways.
He said 3rd and 7. I said, no, it's 3rd and 17.
Especially 3rd and 16. I heard some whistles blow, but Bombers are going to make a late sub here. Interestingly, we're not seeing any Roman Manella. So if they face 3rd and long, they're going to try to make something happen in a run package with JoJo at quarterback. They will hand it off on 3rd and 16.
Didn't get the blocks.
And you'd hope they would gain something. They don't gain much of anything there.
Number 16, Caden Davis.
Caden Davis makes a tackle. And the Bombers will punt for the 3rd time this game.
It'll bring up 4th and long. Number 9, Elijah Matthews. Number 6, Tristan Haynes to receive.
All right, here's Hayden Parent to punt. Titans have 2 guys back. I think they want to return here. Good snap.
Nice kick. Best kick.
Sharp kick. It makes Tristan Haynes go backwards. He can still return it. He will return it.
Tristan Haynes fields the ball.
Blocking the back.
And he makes a couple Bombers miss, but they converge on him towards the right sideline.
Makes it out to the Titan 44.
Gets to the 44 of Carl Albert. So here's Carl Albert's 4th possession of the game. They have 2 touchdowns and a drive that ended with a missed field goal, their last drive.
Located in Midwest City, SSM Health St. Anthony Hospital Midwest serves the healthcare needs of eastern Oklahoma County and surrounding communities, offering a wide range of services with physicians and staff dedicated to providing exceptional care.
Titans will go with twins to the right as receiver. Or twins on the left, receiver on the right, a tight end. Woodring will pass.
Got some pressure on him.
Fires over the middle.
Almost intercepted.
And it's deflected. I think that's Chance Davis who
Chance got a hand on it.
Got a hand on it.
That was,
I don't know if it was close to interception. That would have been spectacular. He had to really stretch out his arm there to get one hand on it.
when he jumped up, I thought that's what I thought he was doing, just trying to slow the ball down enough to catch it. It was so close.
Well, again, the
We'll
Bombers
take it.
secondary has been really one of their strengths this year. They cover pretty well. It's the running defense that can be bad at times, as we've seen already. 2nd and 10. Here is Simmons, right side. Brown got blocked, opening a hole for Simmons to get a first down, and he did.
Handoff to LT is good for 14 yards out to the Bomber.
And let's just on cue, Tom, the running defense for Midwest City is really being tested here. Carl Albert will have the ball at the Bomber 41-yard line now.
Need to wrap him up, get in there and get a hold of him.
I'd be amazed if they get a hand on him sometimes. As much running room as is to the outside. Talking about LT Simmons, who did not start this game. Elijah Matthews started this game and had a touchdown run, but Simmons has been the guy ever since. Option run for Woodring, and Woodring is tackled. Really nice step job there by Kewan Landrum.
Landrum smacked him to the ground, too. That was a good tackle.
And that's a gain of about 2. 4:25 and counting to go here in the second quarter. 39-yard line. Simmons again on the right side. Bombers contain him much better there. Still gets something going. Gets to the 35-yard line.
So gained about 4.
A hard-nosed run by LT out to the Bomber 35-yard line.
And that will make it 3rd and 4. Carl Albert needs to get to the 31-yard line to get a first down. This is probably 2-down territory for him right here.
Got Brody Maddox in there. Strengthen our defensive line.
He told me they're going to shock the world. There's still time for that, but
They're
get some things going their way.
They are going to have to work on it, but
see if he can plug up that middle and hopefully make it hard for Crop to do everything else. They're going to bring in a new quarterback. I think that might be Daniel Newton. It is. He will go up the middle, and he'll gain a first down. He gets the 28-yard line.
Ball is advanced to the Bomber 28-yard line.
Gets the 28-yard line. Daniel Newton, who is a commit to Air Force, has been injured for a big chunk of this year. But when we last saw him, he had a bunch of touchdowns. I don't remember how many. He had probably his best game of the season, actually, against Midwest City. And he will stay in at quarterback here. 1st and 10, he will keep it. Right side. Good blocking for Carl Albert. Jashawn Grisby ends up getting him down near the 20. They'll mark him down at the 20, in fact. They'll be 2nd and short coming up for the Titans.
Number 4, Daniel Newton again on the carry.
2:41 left.
8-yard gain down to the Bomber 20 brings up 2nd and 2.
Yeah, Carl Albert can take their time here, and they will get the ball to start the second half.
This will be a good time for us to get a turnover.
The Titans have had their share of bad snaps.
Just wishing here.
Yep. Not here, though. Newton to keep it, then to throw it.
Oh, the ball's up in the air.
Deflected.
Oh, he caught it.
It's caught by Carl Albert. I think that's Max Wilkerson who's caught. Thankfully, a lot of Bombers were there to bring him down. And they're going to lose yards on that, so it's a good thing Wilkerson caught it.
Yep.
Demarion Jones, one of the Bombers to make the tackle. So it's 3rd and 4. Again, all that work on defense, things going your way. Good deflection. I didn't see who got that deflection.
I didn't either. It could have been Maddox. There's somebody right there in the middle. So.
It's still only 3rd and 4, so it's a good down distance for Carl Albert.
Right.
And Caden Davis will come in at quarterback now. He'll just go right up the gut.
Got a
good blocking, and he gets a first down.
Dadgummit.
Caden Davis makes it down to the Bomber 14-yard line, where it'll be 1st and
Devin
10.
Walker and Kewan Landrum, 2 of the tacklers there. Ball will get to the 14. It'll be 1st and 10. You know, Caden Davis is tremendous, but he's just getting a big hole anytime he has the ball.
Right.
Woodring back in, handoff Simmons. Simmons makes one Bomber miss. He'll make another Bomber miss, a 3rd Bomber miss, and he'll score. Touchdown, Carl Albert. Second touchdown for LT Simmons. He is quick. He is shifty. He's really good. A move in from Choctaw. LT Simmons gives Carl Albert a 20-0 lead. 1:07 to go. Here's the extra point by Spiewak.
Spiewak for the extra point.
Say Spiewak. The extra point is up and good.
And the kick is good with 1:07 remaining.
All right, we'll take a quick break. You're watching No City Bomber Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
All right, welcome back to Mississippi Bomber Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Here is another AAA copy kickoff for all your printing needs. Let AAA copy handle your graduation invites, banners, yard signs, party needs, and more. They're located at 709 South Air Depot in the wonderful town of Midwest City.
Maybe looking at an onside kick wouldn't be a bad place. Nope, deep onside.
They will try that sometimes. It's fair caught at the 20 for Midwest City by Bubba Davis. We'll see about first and 10 to 22, a minute 7 to go. What will the Bombers try to do here? They
better air it out.
Yeah.
I'd put Manella in there just to air it out. Don't look like they're going to do it, but since he's still on the sidelines. I mean, with minute 7 left, we should be throwing the ball, I would think.
The tough thing is, Bombers really have the Titan defense has really gotten stingy the last, we'll say, 2.5 or drive and a half here. Not sure what's going on there, but JoJo keeps it, and he does get around the edge, and JoJo eventually gets pushed out of bounds by Tristan Haynes at the 30-yard line, so that's a 9-yard gain. Well, that's a good play.
That was nice for a mistake.
Yeah, it looked like a mistake because Jaheim's out right now. It's actually going to be 2nd and 2.
Be a good time to launch one.
Yeah, I mean, the clock also stops with that, so we're at 59 seconds. The running back that's lined up with JoJo is Jashawn Grisby. We really haven't seen him run the ball much here. He'll get it here, and he'll run into Caden Davis, and he will not get a first down. He won't go forward. So he'll be stood up. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Midwest City calls a timeout. Maybe one of those short ones.
I wonder if I'm sure he it wouldn't shock me if he got worn out, but I wonder what's going on with Jaheim.
Yeah, maybe just letting him rest.
Yeah.
He's coming back in right now.
Okay. Carl Albert will actually call a timeout. They want to get the ball back here, even though it's 3rd and 2. So we'll see if they can. We'll come right back. You're watching Mississippi Bomber Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
I am here to contest the new Whataburger from Whataburger. What? Real wings have bones. And these boneless wings are actually premium chicken tender bites tossed in one of Whataburger's famous sauces. Honey butter, honey barbecue, buffalo, or
sweet and spicy.
And now Nashville hot? Those do not turn these Whata wings into real wings. I know what a real wing is. That
Whata wings. Whataburger, Whata wings. Whata wings.
All right, welcome back to Mississippi Bomber Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Carl Albert took their 2nd timeout. They want to get the ball back and maybe score one more time before we get to halftime. Bombers need to get a first down to avoid that.
Bombers jumped off sides.
And then we got a penalty. Ross Jones was in motion, but I don't think that was on him.
No. I don't want to point fingers, but it was a lineman.
Yeah, of course. It's usually a lineman in that situation.
Well, there's no sense in that. We know what the count is.
Penalty moves the ball back 5 yards to the Bomber 25, where it's now 3rd and 7. Students and fans rattle these stands.
Well, now it looks like that timeout for Carl Albert might help him out here. See, can the Bombers convert now? It's 3rd and 7. Bit of a high snap. Mahmoud gets it, but he's met in the backfield and tackled for a loss.
LeBron Royal, or sorry, Joe Thomas. We haven't called his name much, but he's had a tremendous year for him. He's only a sophomore.
Only about a 1 yard. Yeah, about a 1 yard loss.
Forward progress makes it a 1 yard loss. Carl Albert will call a timeout, and they'll have 34 seconds. They have no timeouts. And Hayden Parent will come out to kick. We'll go ahead and keep it here. Coming up soon will be halftime, brought to you, Middle City Bomber football at halftime, brought to you by La Herencia. Bishop McGinnis now 29-0 against Lawton High. I was expecting a closer game there. Newcastle drubbing Noble. Home teams doing well. Newcastle showing not only that they're good, but they're why you want to get a 1 seed. And they get that home game. Same as with Bishop McGinnis. To get a home game, they got there the 2 seed. That's what we would have had if we could have beaten Lawton MacArthur.
Just wasn't meant to be this year.
It's not meant to be. Instead, we have to go here. One of the toughest places to win. Actually, Carl Albert's last loss was over 2 years ago. It was here, though. It was against Muskogee. That was their last overall loss. Oh.
Nice kick.
Good kick by Parent. It will be returned. And the return is Tristan Haynes. And Haynes gets to the outside. And Haynes gets past the line of Middle City defenders, and he gets his first punt return of a touchdown for the season. Except
flag on the field.
There is a flag.
Should be a block in the back. I thought I saw that.
Mike Dunn is livid about that call.
He's not happy.
No, I can't say if he's wrong or not. I don't know. I didn't
say
see
he
where
was
it was
wrong.
called.
I just said he's not happy.
Yeah.
I thought I saw a block in the back, but they've missed a few of those tonight. And I thought, well, that's what the call is. Yep, block in the back. Or holding. Did he say holding again?
Maybe it's the same thing. The question is, where will this ball be? It's going to be back beyond the 40-yard line of Midwest City. And the thing is that they don't reset the clock, so all that time that punt return took will still go off the clock, and we're down to 23 seconds. Interesting situation for Midwest City on defense. You know, Carlton's going to try to go deep. They got the receivers to do it, and the ball will actually not be as far back as I thought.
Should be a first down for the Bombers.
No, but it was after the punt.
Oh, that's true. Well, the chain gang's totally confused.
And that's why you were confused. 39-yard line for Devin Woodring and Carl Albert. Drops back to pass, 5 wide. Woodring will step up. Woodring will get tackled by Fenric Rinn. He can't get a first down, though, so that's going to stop the clock.
They're going to set the ball.
They're going to look to spike it here. You can see that they want to run this no-huddle situation, and who knows when they might need it. It's one of the few times you'll see a spike out of a shotgun. 10 seconds left. We have seen Ethan Spiewak kick in this season on the Oklahoma Sports Network at Noble a 51-yard field goal, so they're within that at the moment. Although Spiewak missed one kind of badly here. It may have been partially tipped. Clock reads, is that 9 seconds?
Yes, sir.
I believe. Couldn't see if there was a top there on the 9 to make it. That would without
yes,
it be 4.
It
but
is.
So second and 10 down doesn't really matter. Distance doesn't really matter. What matters is where the ball is and how much time's on the clock.
I don't know why he's not kicking it. I mean, that's.
Well, they know 9 seconds. They got time to do something here.
They're out of timeouts, though.
He can't take a sack, but I don't think they feel like Middlesex's going to sack him. Woodring to pass. Has time. Fires into wide open.
Nobody was down there with him.
They left Tristan Haynes wide open. How do you do that? Oh, that's maddening, Tom. Just maddening.
And with 2 seconds to spare, our new score, Carl Albert, 27, Midwest City, 0.
Well, there you go, Tom. That's why they didn't kick the field goal.
Yeah.
They figured Midwest City will leave Tristan Haynes wide open. Spivak will instead kick an extra point. Has the distance, and it's good. 2 seconds to go. There will be a kickoff. Carl Albert leads 28-0. Well, Tom, that's frustrating because you feel like that's avoidable.
Yep.
You're gonna give up points to Carl Albert, but in that situation, you got to figure something out. There's no reason not to have Tristan Haynes covered.
Yeah, you got to know that.
All right, we will have a AAA copy kickoff for you here. Let's see if Carl Albert attempts another onside kick. He said deep onside last time. They may as well try an actual onside here. Who knows? They can recover with a second left. They have the potential for anything here. Here comes Carl Albert, their kickoff team. Here's the kick return team for Midwest City.
We have been proud supporters of Carl Albert Athletics for more than 30 years. Now featuring fresh sliced meat. Eat fresh at Subway.
We'll see what type of kick Spivak does. He's not a one-trick pony. Neither Carl Albert isn't either. They have all kinds of types of things they'll do on special teams depending on the situation.
Deep onside.
Spivak will kick another deep onside.
Good fair catch.
It's fair caught at the 29-yard line.
Still 2 seconds left.
I think Dustin Anderson or Felix Fuentes got it. With 2 seconds to go, you expect Middle City just to take a knee?
Yeah, I would hope they would take a knee, and they're going to have to go in and regroup, whatever they do.
All right, here come the Bombers out. JoJo is out, so is Jaheim. So we'll see if they just take an air or they run a play. They will run a play. JoJo will keep it on the left side. JoJo runs right into Tristan Haynes, who brings him down at the 35-yard line. And that is how the half will end.
As time expires.
Your score, Carl Albert 28, Midwest City nothing. We'll be back with whatever halftime festivities are on the field in a few. You're watching Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
call Rob and Will.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
Navy. The Marines. The Air Force. The Coast Guard. And Space Force. A huge round of applause for all of our veterans who have served and are incredible flag bearers on the field this evening.
flag go. I wonder how that folded here. Jim just in here for 12 extra. No.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
I am here to contest the new Whata Wings from Whataburger.
What?
Real wings have bones. And these boneless wings are actually premium chicken tender bites tossed in one of Whataburger's famous sauces. Honey butter, honey barbecue, buffalo, or
sweet and spicy.
And now Nashville hot? Those do not turn these Whata Wings into real wings. I know what a real wing is. That it's not
Whata Wings. Whataburger, Whata Wings.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Whataburger's new Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double.
Sounds like a 5-alarm fire.
Not really, Frank. The jalapeno cream cheese, jalapeno ranch, and pickled jalapenos give it a pleasant heat.
So like a 4-alarm?
Nope. It's a delicious controlled blaze.
Like a little kitty stuck in a tree alarm.
Nah, hotter than that.
Let's say the 2.5 alarm Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double. I think the pole's broken.
New Whataburger Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double. It's just a little hot.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes, call Rob and Will.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, God hail, call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
All right, welcome back to Midwest City Bomber football at the half. Jordan Ray, glad to have my producer with me, Sarai Rawls. Midwest City looks like this will be their last game of the season unless they can pull out a miracle in the second half, down 28-0. We do want to thank La Herencia for 3 straight years of being our halftime sponsor. For the best Mexican food in the Mid-Del area, whether it's dine-in, carry-out using Grubhub or catering, just eat delicious food, and it is delicious. They're located at 6811 Southeast 15th Street next to Jimmy's Egg. Phone number to call is 405-931-3154. All right, let's show you some scores in 5A right now. So, interestingly, Del City's been staying at 14-0 over Wild against Shawnee, so Shawnee's defense has been solid. But they are up 14-0. That game is on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Also on the Oklahoma Sports Network, Newcastle pounding Noble 35-0. So you could see them play on the Oklahoma Sports Network next week. Probably not Lawton High, though. They're trailing 29-0 to Bishop McGuinness. Lawton MacArthur still hanging around against Guthrie. That's 29-14. That game also at halftime. Claremore and McAllister, if whoever wins that game will play here at Carl Albert next week if Carl Albert holds on and wins. And whoever wins that game will probably host if Midwest City was able to miraculously come back and win. Interesting possible upset. Collinsville is a 4 seed out of 5A District 4. They are winning at the District 3 District Champs Booker T right now, 14-6 at halftime. So that would be an amazing turn of events if that score holds. And actually, I think Bishop McGuinness, who is such a great playoff road team. Well, no, they would go to Del City. I'm talking Guthrie. Guthrie may host Collinsville if Collinsville holds on and wins, and Guthrie holds on and wins. So great turn of events that would be for Guthrie. The closest game is Pryor and Bishop Kelly. At Pryor, they are up 22-19 at halftime, so it's an interesting one to watch. All right, joining me here is Tom Carpenter as we go through the 5A scores. And Tom, we've seen bits and pieces of Midwest City showing that they can compete with Carl Albert, but just they can't sustain anything, and Carl Albert gets the big plays that Midwest City can't, and so it's just really tough to compete with the Titans over the course of 2 quarters, let alone 4 quarters.
Well, I see a lot of closing in on their running back or their receivers, but we're missing that first tackle, and you miss that first one, they're going to get at least 10 yards.
Yeah, so Carl Albert has points from 2 touchdowns from L.T. Simmons. It looked like they were also a long touchdown run from Elijah Matthews. Interesting thing about that, he got a 29-yard touchdown run, and then he hasn't been in since. It seems like it was L.T. Simmons the whole time. But, of course, as usual, Carl Albert just has 2 good options at running backs like they normally do, unless they have one good option, that's Xavier Robinson. So they've won that way before, too.
Right.
Also, another interesting game on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Lawton Eisenhower is at Sapulpa and winning 29-26. I think it's been a long time since Lawton Eisenhower's won a playoff game, but
a long time.
They may really benefit from moving to 5A or 6A2 because in 6A2, you can, and I'm not saying this is Lawton Eisenhower, but you can go pretty low in the standings and get in the playoffs.
Right.
And you're not going to play a high seed in the first round. So it'll be an interesting thing to follow here. Elgin, by the way, on the Oklahoma Sports Network as well. pounding Ardmore. I would be very, very interested in 4A to see an Elgin versus Wagner matchup. That would be in the semifinals, as Wagner's had a Poto 35-0.
Wow.
Anyway, also Bethany with the Oklahoma Sports Network is on the road at Weatherford and is up 21-6. So good luck for the Broncos there. And Tom, for Midwest City, I guess one of the things you would hope to see is a mistake-free second half. And you hope to see some plays being made. Now, obviously, JoJo and Jaheim are going to get the ball a lot. But you hope to see some plays made by some non-seniors. You know, some players that you hope would give you some hope for next year.
Right.
And we'll see if that happens. Crawford will get the ball first. So I know the Bombers have looked really good in the past, including last week against Duncan on defense after making whatever adjustments they need to make at halftime. We'll see if they can have a good defensive series to start out the third quarter.
Right. This is going to be this is going to be the make or break. We've got to have some kind of stand and make those tackles. When they first wrap them up, bring them to the ground.
Yep, for sure. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back. We'll bring you the second half of Midwest City Bomber playoff football right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
I am here to contest the new Whata Wings from Whataburger. What? Real wings have bones. And these boneless wings are actually premium chicken tender bites tossed in one of Whataburger's famous sauces. Honey butter, honey barbecue, buffalo, or
sweet and spicy.
And now Nashville hot? Those do not turn these Whata Wings into real wings. I know what a real wing is. That it's not
Whataburger, Whata Wings.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
call Rob and Will.
Whataburger's new Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double.
Sounds like a 5-alarm fire.
Not really, Frank. The jalapeno cream cheese, jalapeno ranch, and pickled jalapenos give it a pleasant heat.
So like a 4-alarm?
Nope. It's a delicious controlled blaze.
Like a little kitty stuck in a tree alarm.
Nah, hotter than that.
Let's say the 2.5 alarm Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double. I think the pole's broken.
New Whataburger Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double. It's just a little hot.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
I am here to contest the new Whataburger from Whataburger. What? Real wings have bones. And these boneless wings are actually premium chicken tender bites tossed in one of Whataburger's famous sauces. Honey butter, honey barbecue, buffalo, or
sweet and spicy.
And now Nashville hot? Those do not turn these Whata wings into real wings. I know what a real wing is. That it's not
Wings.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558. All right, welcome back to Middle City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're about to bring you the third quarter. The third quarter is brought to you by Tooney Buys Houses. Tooney Buys Houses, we buy and renovate homes. We also lease and own or finance homes throughout the state of Oklahoma. Okay, we're going to see the first kickoff for Midwest City. It's a AAA copy kickoff. And if this is the last half of football for Midwest City in 2024, of course, there's a lot of good seniors on this team. That's what makes this year kind of tough, that they couldn't get a higher seed with the size of the senior class that they have. But there are some non-seniors that still played significantly that we look forward to seeing next year. And one of them is Hayden Parent, who has become a pretty reliable punter. This was going to be Lincoln King's spot to punt, and he got hurt, and that's another guy we look forward to seeing back, Lincoln King, for sure. But Hayden Parent has started to punt well, and he started to do kickoffs for Midwest City. Who knows, maybe next year he'll do place kicking as well. I actually would like to see that. So we'll be interested to see if he's the one who's coming out there to kick off here. We're hoping it's not the only kickoff for Midwest City this half. But Carl Albert is known to pitch shutouts. 7 of their 10 games, they have had shutouts.
9 of their 10 games, they had shutouts in the first half. The lone exception was to Lawton High a few weeks ago. They gave up a couple touchdowns in the first half, but none after that. And again, kickoffs are brought to you by AAA Copy for all your screen printing needs. All your printing needs. Screen printing needs go to Triple Elite. AAA Copy, located 79 South Air Depot. They can help you with your graduation invitations, banners, yard signs, and more. Also want to mention, and this is one of the games where we may not see an actual chance to use this sponsor, but we want to mention our Red Zone sponsor. Of course, that's for when Midwest City's in the Red Zone. That's Sovereign Bank. They are dedicated to empowering your financial goals and serving our community. Visit their location in the Middle area for all your banking needs. 2600 South Douglas Boulevard, Midwest City, 73130, member FDIC. Third quarter is about to begin.
Number 6, Tristan Haynes, deep to receive to begin the second half.
And it will be Hayden Parent to kick off.
I'm confused by what he's doing, but he keeps moving the ball a little bit. I think an onside kick would surprise him, but not likely. We're waiting for a whistle. There we go.
Here we go. Hayden Parent to kick off.
Deep onside. They're going to return it.
They're going to do a trick play,
no,
and it's going to be a live ball near the end zone. Getting out of it there to the 6. Wow, what a interesting decision there by Carl Albert to
horrible
practice
decision.
something.
Man.
DeAndre Dukes pass to Tristan Haynes.
DeAndre Dukes, number 8, threw it backwards to Tristan Haynes, and it was just not a good pass to Tristan.
6-yard line.
Tristan Haynes was able to get out near the end zone here, so to about the 6-yard line. That's just interesting, Tom, to try that when you're up 20-0.
I don't understand that one.
I don't know if that was called by the special teams coach, Coach Farley. They keep it on the ground, and Midwest City read that pretty well. That's Elijah Matthews.
About a 2-yard gain, not a bad start.
Handoff to Elijah Matthews is good for 2 yards.
It's fine in here. They don't need it out there. We're not using crowd mic. Yeah. Where's? Okay, when he gets back, he'll be moving the camera. As long as Bernie's there's now.
Good stop.
Handoff again. Minimal gain there.
Good old Ross Jones in there.
Ross Jones with tackles. Looks like Crawford might go to a heavy package here. Crawford needs to get to the 16-yard line to get a first down. They have the ball at the 12 right now, so it's 3rd and 4. They're going to go with a big package here. I believe that's Caden Davis taking the snap. He does.
Stopped him.
And again, it's well defended. God, this is the best I've seen Midwest City defend the run. 3 straight plays. So they're going to force a 4th down.
Looked like Judy coming out from underneath.
We haven't called his name much, but he's another Bomber player I would look forward to seeing next year. Carl Albert will punt. They have a great punter in Trinae Washington, who is also a great wide receiver and great safety. He's expected to play tight end at OU.
Good start for the Bombers, that's for sure.
Now be careful you don't do any type of penalty here. And, of course, Tristan Haynes or Trinae Washington, I'm sorry, he's the punter. He can run with the ball and get a first down, but he won't here. Punt, knocks down at the, takes a Midwest City bounce after hit about the 40-yard line.
36-yard line.
36.
And great field position for Midwest City.
Good start, guys. Let's make something of it right here.
All right, JoJo, again, the quarterback. He's been the quarterback the entire time. This is the first time we haven't seen anything from Manila. Handoff to Mahmoud, and Mahmoud gets to the 35-yard line, so he'll gain a yard.
It's not a lot up there. They're going to have to do some. I like the counter play they ran that time in the first half. And
1 yard gain on the play down to the Titan 35-yard.
a nice reverse might even work.
9, Midwest City.
Catch them over for pursuing.
So ball at the 35-yard line now, 2nd and 9 for Midwest City. They're trying to do something that's really hard to do and score points against Carl Albert. JoJo keeps it, tries to squirt through the defenders, and he'll lose yardage. He'll be back a little bit beyond or behind the original line of scrimmage, so we got 3rd down and long coming up.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. Moves the ball back to the Midwest City 37.
LeBron Royal was the guy under the pile there for Carl Albert, probably who helped blow that play up.
Students and fans, let's rumble these stands. It's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 11. Ball's at the 37. They need to get to the 26 of Carl Albert for a 1st down. JoJo scrambles to his right, gets past the line of Carl Albert defenders, is tackled from behind. Great athletic play there by Carl Vion Young, who committed to Oklahoma State last week, Tom. So just another one of the talented Titan players. It's going to against other teams, JoJo probably would have gotten a 1st down there, but that was a great tackle from behind there by Carl Vion. His brother, Carl Shion Young, led Midwest City to a state title last year in basketball. He's now at a prep school, I believe, in Arizona.
Wow.
But, hey, at least he got us some hardware.
There you go.
We would not have won it without him. Against Carl Albert, by the way, in the semifinals. Here's 4th down now. They're going to go for it. JoJo will keep it, and just no room for him. That's what Carl Albert can do. There's no options against him. You can't run it either direction. You can't keep it. You can't hand it off to Jaheim. They clog things up very quickly. Pursuit is what they do really well. And so they'll take over on downs. This time they'll have the ball at the 33-yard line. Woodring pass wide open. There's Trinae Washington, and Trinae Washington will get to the 45-yard line for a 1st down.
Woodring's pass to Washington is complete. That advances the ball to the
and Woodring has 3 D1 targets. One of them we haven't seen yet in the passing game is Marcus James, but he's had some big moments in their passing game. We just haven't seen it tonight.
Washington came off a little gingerly, so hope he gets better. He's a good athlete. Looks like he might be hurt, though.
Well, as an OU fan, I'm excited about what he could do for him next year.
Right.
Trips to the left for Woodring. And kind of a delayed handoff there. Didn't catch if that was Simmons or Matt. I think that was Simmons.
Stopped him in the backfield.
And he goes nowhere. That's not the running defense we've been seeing. So that will make it 2nd and 10 as he stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I'm thinking those guys might have had a stern talking to at halftime.
2nd and 10, Carl Albert.
Yeah, it was not good. It was not a good rushing defense. Not good rushing defense for Midwest City in the 1st half. It looked much better at so far.
Much improved.
But sustaining that type of thing against Carl Albert's not easy, of course. We'll see if they can do it here. 2nd and 10, man in motion. They fake the jet sweep to Haynes, and now here's LT, and here's what he normally does. He gets through the initial line of defense, he outruns everybody, and he scores. Touchdown, Carl Albert. Dustin Anderson just missed him there near the 10, and he was hurt for a bit there. He got up, and it's now 34-0. Just as we're saying, oh, the rushing defense has gotten better for Midwest City, that happens. LT Simmons has had some big plays in this game. 3 touchdowns. That's not even his longest touchdown, I don't think. I think his first touchdown was longer.
Spiewak for the extra point.
And here's Spiewak for the extra point.
First one was 25. That second one was 38. This one was the longest one, 30.
I thought he had a longer one. Now, the first touchdown that was 25 or so was Elijah Matthews.
Oh, he had a 71-yard.
Yeah, that's the one.
That was a pass.
That may be right. I just know he went a long ways. All right, it's 35-0. Titans over the Bombers on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
Welcome back to Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Jordan Ray, Tom Carpenter here. And here is a AAA copy kickoff coming your way. AAA copy for all your printing needs. That includes graduation invites, banners, yard signs, all your party needs. Call AAA at 709 South 3rd Depot, Midwest City. By the way, today, this is November 15th, sorry. I got a call at work asking if I would go to graduation, which is in May. I was like, I don't really think 6 months ahead. You got to understand. It's not what I normally do.
Well, mark your calendar. You've been invited.
Yeah. I went ahead and said yes because
it's your job.
Yeah, I don't technically have to be there as a teacher at Middle City High School, but they like it when I am. So, all right, that fair was fair caught at the 15. All right, Tom.
That was a 3-play, 67-yard drive capped off by an L.T. Simmons run, a Spiewak kick. It's now 35-0. Drive summary is brought to you by Madison's Country Cooking in Del City. Have great Madison's food delivered to you by Uber Eats, Grubhub, and DoorDash. Also, yay, senior 60 and older can buy one meal and drink and get the second meal and drink free.
All right, so here's Midwest City's second drive. Ross Jones moves from left to right. Here's Jaheim Mahmoud with a handoff. He sheds one tackle.
Gets a little bit, but not much.
It's amazing he just stayed alive on that play. As LeBron Royal, LeBron Royal had him dead to rights there. Still lost a yard.
1 yard loss on the play.
So it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
Well, we're going to really miss Jaheim Mahmoud. He had a fantastic year.
Yes,
we'll see
he
if
has.
He can have a strong second half. He is a Division I talent. We'll see where he ends up going. Handoff left side to Jaheim Mahmoud. And he takes a few Titans with him to get to the 22, 21-yard line about where we'll have third down coming up.
3rd and about 5.
I think Caden Davis got him down. 6 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
I've only seen one attempted pass for Midwest City this game, and that pass was almost intercepted. See what JoJo does here. He shifts his blockers, again from left to right. JoJo will keep it up the middle, and
he's so
good tackle to
close.
keep him
He's
from the
so
first down
close.
there. That's Tristan Haynes. That's you can kind of see a cornerback making that one-arm tackle. That kind of shows you why he got offers from Georgia and Alabama.
4th and 1 from the Bomber 25-yard line.
Just stopping the first down there. And since it's deep in Midwest City territory, they will line up to punt. So here comes Hayden Parent. By the way, Tristan Haynes, who already has a touchdown this game, may have given himself an opportunity to get a punt return here. He almost had one in the first half, but it got called back because of a holding penalty.
Oh, nice punt. That's a nice punt.
Mike Dunn did not like.
But
Tristan Haynes will field this one at the 31. And the Bombers are
swarmed him.
Johnny on the spot right there as they gave him nowhere to go. Dustin Anderson was kind of the guy that kept it from going anywhere, so credit to him.
Andrew Reeves got down there too, and he
Reeves. Yep.
He was doing the deep snapping on that. I like that.
So here's Carl Albert's third possession of the first half. They had a 3 and out deep in their own territory, and Midwest City, unfortunately, when they got the ball back from that, had turnover on downs, and then Carl Albert marched up the field and scored. This is Elijah Matthews with the handoff.
Somebody got a nice tackle in
Christian Schutte got that tackle. Gain of about 3 on the play. So 2nd and 7. See if there's a running clock in the fourth quarter. Clock will be running now no matter what.
I don't know if they can do that in the playoffs.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. You might be right.
Because there's always a chance.
Handoff Matthews again. Bombers had that play well read. Good assignment football from Kewan Landrum and Aiden Brown. 2 senior stalwarts who played a lot since they were sophomores, and they will be missed.
29-yard line brings up 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd and 6.
Let's get some pressure on that quarterback. He's going to – nope.
It's a jet sweep.
Oh, missed
Getting
him.
a first down and then some. That's number 1, Byron Stubbs. Stubbs cuts it back inside. Stubbs can run and he can score. He will score. Touchdown, Carl Albert. Well, you talk about
71 yards.
The defense for Midwest City being hit or miss. They've gotten some good plays. They've had some good plays this half, but then they've also been gashed a couple of times now.
Ethan Spiewak in to attempt the extra point.
So 41-0 now the score. Extra point is good with 2:31 to go in the third quarter. Carl Albert now very comfortably had 42-0 right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Welcome back to Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. AAA copy kickoff coming your way. For all your printing needs, let AAA be your place to go. located at 709 South Air Depot in Midwest City. See if Ethan Spiewak attempts another deep onside. Looks like he will. And again, it'll be fair caught near the 32. We've seen that a couple times.
Yep.
That's Felix Fuentes, another Bomber senior. Looks like he's going to play his last game here. And he fair catches that one at the 32. All right, Tom.
Drive Summary is brought to you by Madison's Country Cooking in Del City. Hey, you can mix or match any 2 breakfast, lunch, and dinner meals with a drink for $23.99. That was a 3-play, 75-yard drive, capped off with a Stubbs 71-yard run. Spiewak on the kick, 42-0 Titans.
All right, another attempt for Midwest City to try to get something going on offense. Again, only 4 touchdowns have been scored against Carl Albert all season. Keeper for JoJo on the left side, no gain. Carlvion Young with a tackle.
Number 23, Carlvion Young on the tackle.
I like Tristan Haynes for Carl Albert. Helped our player up. That's good sportsmanship.
Well, he's been through the system for Carl Albert, since he was in grade school, I think. So
right.
They make sure that they know,
and
the principles that Carl Albert wants you to play by definitely by the time that you're in middle school at CAMS, as they call it, Carl Albert Middle School.
Right.
Saw a practice jump shot there by Joe Thomas, who I think might be a wrestler. No, I don't think he plays basketball. I could be wrong about that.
Well, that was not.
And then there's that play's going nowhere. That's Jaheim Mahmoud, who's gotten the ball a lot. LeBron Royal brought him down there for a loss. It's 3rd and 11. Again, we have only seen 1 attempted pass play for Midwest City.
No gain on the play.
Although a couple of the JoJo plays where he gets outside the pocket, there may have been a pass option.
Right. That's
and
what
he kept
that
the ball
like.
on.
Looked like a run pass option. And
yeah, RPO as they call it. And that's the thing, the Bombers next year, I mean, they can put Lincoln King at this position, but he's so good at a receiver that the thing that they really need to do is get a passing game around Roman Manella somehow. JoJo to keep it on 3rd and long.
He's going to have to get some yards.
And he'll get close to the original line of scrimmage, but not close to the first down. Several Titans denied him at the edge there. So it looks like we'll have another Hayden Parent punt. Punt coverage again for Midwest City has been pretty good.
Number 6, Tristan Haynes, deep to receive.
Tristan Haynes, the only Titan back to defend or to receive the punt here. And Parent's punt will take a bounce at the 35. Haynes will field it on the bounce. Haynes slowed down. Now he'll curl around back to the right side. And he gets tackled out of bounds, or he gets pushed out of bounds, I should say, by a couple of Bombers.
Good blocking on their special teams. I'll give them credit for that one.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, they value that a lot. Aiden Johnson-Tolson, one of the guys, helped bring him out of bounds, along with Jakari Fletcher. So good field position for Carl Albert.
38 seconds? No, 30 even. I'm looking through a dirty window.
Yeah, those numbers are so similar on a scoreboard. We have a timeout called by Midwest City. As I don't know if Ross Jones was supposed to be in or not, or they're going to take Grisby out, put Tolson in. Not sure what's going on there. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, God hail, call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Well, thank you, sir.
Welcome back to Mississippi Bomber Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Coming out of the timeout, it's going to be, I believe, Daniel Newton and a quarterback. Handoff, a new running back for Carl Albert. Oh, it's Caden Davis. We actually haven't seen him play running back much. He's taken snaps as like a wildcat quarterback, but not taking. He hasn't taken a handoff much this year, if at all. He gets 9 yards there, so 2nd and 1 as we are heading to the fourth quarter. And you expect at some point not to see Caden Davis out in the field very much.
Well, what I like to see on there is that 12 by his name, that he's a senior. We won't have to put up with him again. He's a great player.
Newton will keep it. Newton right up the middle. Gets inside the 30. Gets inside the 20. For Ross Jones. Helps bring him down along with Brandon Dixon. 2 more Iowa City seniors who will be missed. And we'll expect the clock now to run down to the end of the third quarter. All right, after 3, it is Carl Albert. 42, Midwest City nothing. Back with the fourth quarter right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Whataburger's new Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double.
Sounds like a 5-alarm fire.
Not really, Frank. The jalapeno cream cheese, jalapeno ranch, and pickled jalapenos give it a pleasant heat.
So like a 4-alarm?
Nope. It's a delicious controlled blaze.
Like a little kitty stuck in a tree alarm.
Nah, hotter than that.
Let's say the 2.5 alarm Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double. I think the pole's broken.
New Whataburger Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double. It's just a little hot.
Welcome back. It's the fourth quarter for you on Mississippi Bomber football. They're going to throw it to the corner of the end zone.
He caught it.
And it's caught for a touchdown. I think that's Jackson Webster, one of the only receivers who's not a senior. He's a sophomore with the touchdown catch. It's a good throw there by Daniel Newton, and Carl Albert, just like that, goes up 48-0. All right, here's some more points for Ethan Spiewak. He's made all his extra points. He's now 7 for 7. Well, we're going to keep it here and say that we want to thank Whataburger, and we're going to make them an honorary fourth quarter sponsor, as they will be advertising with us for the entire school year. As we look ahead to basketball, not too long from now, they'll be advertising for us for basketball. Baseball, if we go that route, our coaches show. So we appreciate Whataburger. They have 2 locations. The one close by here that I'm going to stop by, or probably stop by after the game, is located on 2914 South Douglas Boulevard. They also have one open at 5925 Southeast 15th Street in Midwest City, and both are open 24 hours a day. So they're your option any time of the day. So we thank Whataburger very much, and we're blessed to have 2 Whataburger locations that have contributed to this advertising.
You can go ahead and get the drive somewhere if you'd like.
Yeah, go ahead.
Brought to you by Madison's Country Cooking, located at 4747 Southeast 29th Street, Del City. Open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Tuesdays through Saturday. We have eaten there. It is some good eating, I'm telling you. That was a 3-play, 54-yard drive with a Newton to Webster pass. Extra point with Speedwalker was good. It is 49-0 Titans. They are in control.
Also in control is Newcastle up 49-7 on Noble, and Bishop McGuinness up 42-7 on Lawton High. Del City is now made it 28-0 against Shawnee. Pryor's pulled out of Bishop Kelly up 28-19 in the fourth quarter. Still enough time for Bishop Kelly, but now it's a 2-score game. Guthrie up 43-21 against Lawton MacArthur. Booker T looked like they were primed to be upset, but they have now pulled out of Collinsville 19-14. Still enough time for the Cardinals to come back. As we see this AAA copy kickoff that will be returned to the left side.
Yep, that's a 25, didn't he? About 24, 25.
That's the 24. That's JoJo, so he has to be quarterback and be a kick returner. Finally, Claremore winning at McAllister, so that might be right now the one road win we see. And if that score holds, Claremore will come here next week to play at Carl Albert, the Zebras and the Titans. And that game will be on the Oklahoma Sports Network, but it won't be us. Tom and I will be gone fishing.
Gone doing something.
Yeah, definitely find some new things to do on a Friday night, which I'm looking forward to. Here's Jaheim Mahmood, right side.
Guy that gives it all every play.
Yep. And Jackson Webster, who had the touchdown pass, makes the tackle there. 3-yard gain.
26-yard line.
Haven't seen Jackson Webster a lot on defense. I do keep up with Carl Albert football, so I'm a lot more familiar with him than I am the typical Midwest City opponent because doing the coach's show at Bricktown Brewery, which we'll still keep doing here. Looking forward to next week's show. We'll start talking Midwest City basketball, and we expect to have Del City on and Carl Albert as well as their playoff runs will continue. Second down, it's JoJo, and just had no room to go after he kept it there, brought down by LeBron Royal.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
So 3rd and 8. And Bombers hoping that, with the seniors they have on this offense right now, that they can try to get some type of touchdown before the game ends. JoJo to keep it on 3rd down.
It's going to be short.
Got crunched short of the 30, so they'll be well short of the 1st down. I tell you, JoJo's been a warrior out there, but he just hasn't had a lot of running room here, except for that one drive that stalled around the 25-yard line.
They got a number 77 out there, Nick Hill. He's a junior this year. He is 6'1", 300 pounds. He is stopping up that middle.
Well, I've learned about him by doing the coach's show and
he's
just
a hoss.
watching Carl Albert games, and he'll make a play that every now and then he'll make you go, who is that guy? And he's not a senior. He just got big early in his life.
Get a good bounce.
He fits. Nick Hill, by the way, fits the description you would say of some other Carl Albert players, where they would have more D1 players than what they have. If a couple of these players were just taller, that's what they say about Caden Davis, which is a shame. but that's often how it's looked upon as far as who can play at the next level.
Right.
And that probably explains why Carl Albert, they've had so many state champions over the years, but up until last year, they didn't have an OU commit for over 20 years. And they had Xavier Robinson, of course, is there now at OU. And he's the first scholarship OU player since J.D. Runnels, who's now the coach at Mount St. Mary's. By the way, we may see Mount St. Mary's on the Oklahoma Sports Network, Tom. I don't think I told you that.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I'm not saying it'll happen. I've just heard rumors. That's all I can say they are is rumors. Daniel Newton with a run there for about they lost yards there, so 2nd and 12.
They have some pretty good athletic programs there. I've done their softball and baseball and great kids.
Absolutely. I've taught there before, and that's where I met the legend of Del City, John Kilty. That's where I met him, Tom.
That's where I met him.
He was a teacher there.
That's where I met him also. He was him and Darryl Reynolds were coaching some football.
We love Captain Kilty over at Del City, and it's publicly known here that he will retire after this year from all his regular jobs, including announcing Del City games. And
stop by.
He'll be missed.
Deontay Buckner made a great stop. Big stop for a loss.
That's great to hear, Tom, because, he hasn't played a lot on defense as Buckner, so. And he is a senior. That's right. I get him confused with Fletcher. Jakari Fletcher hopefully will be back for Mississippi next year. He's only a junior. Bombers will be kind of thin as far as returning players go, but they do have some good ones.
They got some young ones coming up. I was always, oh, he's wide open. Why is he wide open?
Pass caught in the slot there by Oku.
Pass is complete to number 2, Christian Oku.
They'll get to the 45-yard line. They need to get to the 39 for a first down, so it's going to be 3rd down coming up, a 4th down.
Yeah, they're probably just going to go for it, I'm going to guess.
I could see him going either way here, but. Yeah, they are going to keep Newton out there. So they're going to give Daniel Newton some experience. He's a senior who threw a touchdown pass game. Hasn't got to play a lot this year just because of injuries.
I see some sophomore juniors rotating in for the Titans.
So Newton will run to the right side. He spins his way for a first down and gets inside the 30 there. Looked like it was an option play perhaps. Ball actually is at the 31-yard line, so Carl will get a first down here. You're looking to hang half 100 on Midwest City and more with a touchdown to put him up. 55-0 perhaps. We'll see.
I don't
know.
They
can follow through on that.
They are rotating in some of their younger kids, which is good to see. Option.
Pitch to Matthews from Newton, and Elijah Matthews will get a first down on the right side there. Yeah, we'll be interested to see who Carl Albert has back next year, or who they'll rely on next year as far as the speed positions go. And a quarterback. I think the quarterback will be a familiar name. Tom, expect the quarterback to be Anderson Collier.
Yep. He's a good kid, good ball player.
Yeah, we haven't seen him yet this game.
Nope,
I think, again, they want to give Newton some experience because he hasn't got to play much. He's a senior. Handoff, that's, I think, number 29.
Could be a fumble.
Well, I don't have a 29 for Carl Albert.
Did they fumble it?
Let me make sure that's 29. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he did fumble it, but I think he got right back on it. Number 20, is it 29? Or is it 28? 29.
29 who
no-name player.
I may have a roster that has his name on it, but I wasn't able to print it in time. So I'm going to see if I can find it here. Yeah, Maddox Underhill, a freshman.
Oh, nice play.
It was a nice play, but they couldn't hold the tackle there. And scoring a touchdown is Byron Stubbs, his second touchdown for the senior. Daniel Newton finds Byron Stubbs in the left flat, and the Bombers looked like they had him tackled, but they couldn't complete the tackle. And Carl Albert now has scored 55 points on Midwest City. Back comes Ethan Spiewak, trying to go 8 for 8 on extra points. And he will.
Mr. Automatic strikes again.
5:31 to go in the game. It is 56-0 Titans over the Bombers on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes, call Rob and Will.
Welcome back to Middle City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Happy holidays, everyone.
We're going to have another AAA copy kickoff for you. For all your printing needs, let AAA copy print your graduation invitations, banners, yard signs, and more. And again, they're located at 709 South Air Depot in Midwest City. Bombers looking to get maybe one more crack at a score here with this possession. As all the big plays have gone to Carl Albert, and they've had some really big plays.
Spiewak to kick.
Here's another kickoff by Ethan Spiewak, who's had some touchbacks. He's also had some deep onside kicks. Let's see what he goes for here. Tried for the touchback and he'll get there. All right, Tom.
Spiewak registers another touchback. The Bombers will take over at the 20-yard line.
You're right there.
That was a 7-play, 49-yard drive. Stubbs had a 20-yard run. The extra point was good, 56-0. Titans. Drive summary is brought to you by Madison Country Cooking in Del City. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner along with daily specials and a new Mediterranean menu with gyros, kebabs, hummus, and Greek salad. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Tom, I don't know how to describe what happened to you there, but it's happened to me before.
It's always when I'm on the air.
And you just need to get something to drink at that point, really badly.
My jug is empty here.
Yeah. Here's JoJo, still a quarterback. He gets to the left side, and JoJo will get a first down, the first down in Midwest City this quarter, I believe. See, gets out to about the 34-yard line. Oku, who had a catch in that last drive with the tackle. Of course, that's a famous name in Carl Albert. So he's a really good running back for Carl Albert several years ago. I think it was his uncle, was like the last Oku to dominate for Carl Albert. But I think
I remember his name being called often.
Christian Oku's dad, I think, also played for Carl Albert. Could be wrong. He's a legacy kid. I know that. Here's a handoff to G. Mahmood. Up the middle goes Mahmood, and he gets to about the 40. Under 5 minutes to go in the season now for Midwest City. Looks like one of the quarterfinal games we'll have on the Oklahoma Sports Network. There'll be 4 of them for 5A. We'll have Elgin in 4 there. I think they won their game. So did Bethany, so maybe some in 4A. And Lawton Eisenhower hopefully will be going in 6A. We'll look at that up here soon. But Carl Albert hosting, I believe, Claremore.
Mahmood for the first down.
Jay Mahmood gets the first down at the 45-yard line. Guthrie has defeated Lawton MacArthur by a final. Oh, that game already over with, huh?
Wow.
43-51, or 21, 43-21. Claremore's defeated McAllister 14-0. Interesting low-scoring game there, but so we'll be Claremore at Carl Albert next week. Del City's now gone up 31-0 against Shawnee. Keeper for JoJo. Gets to about the 49-yard line of Midwest City.
49-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Collinsville has taken the lead against Booker T. That would be an upset. 4 seed over 1 seed. 20-19 is the lead for Collinsville.
And then that's at Booker T, right?
It's at Booker T.
Wow. I guess they're all at the 1 seeds, the home team. Good gosh.
Well, we've experienced what Booker T was experiencing here 2 years ago. Handoff Mahmoud. Mahmoud gets inside the 45-yard line of Carl Albert to the 42. 2:52 remaining in the season for Midwest City. Coming up soon, Tom we'll see if he can have one last conversation with Coach Hall. And whatever Midwest City seniors he can find is the plan.
5-yard gain on the play. Down to the Titan 37.
That gets to the 37-yard line. We're at 2:10 to go.
JoJo keeps.
JoJo with a keeper left side.
Can be just short.
Be short of the first down, so that clock will keep running now under 2 minutes to go. Bo Davis, I think that might be Caden's younger brother, with the tackle for the Titans. By the way, so an interesting game for next week. Bishop McGuinness at Del City.
It really depends on which Bishop McGuinness team shows up.
That's right. Here's Mahmoud. Spins, gets a first down, but he couldn't get past the 25 like he was trying. That will stop the clock temporarily as he got the first down.
Penalty on Midwest City Hall.
Never mind. We got, you know what, most of the penalties have been on Carl Albert, I think. Well, there have been a couple of false starts on Midwest City, but really hasn't been penalties have not been a problem. There have been no turnovers in this game either.
Don't speak too soon. We don't need another blemish on there.
Well, now the clock's running, and it's 3rd down for Midwest City, 3rd and 11. So, against if JoJo and Jaheim, they don't fumble. I don't think I'm going to jinx them with that. We'll see. JoJo will keep it, and he gets stripped up right away.
Didn't make it. They got a number 74 over there. He's a good-looking kid.
Yeah,
the junior
61, Adric Walker, a sophomore, made the tackle there. He's a big guy, too.
Zach Nelson, 74, 6'4", 265 as a junior.
4th down. Bombers not in a hurry here, as they will go for it. But that holding penalty probably, unless they can get a big play, took away any chance of getting a touchdown in the game here. Here's a shift for JoJo, and now we're down to 10 seconds. This could be the last play of the game. G. Mahmoud will keep it. Mahmoud, they'll get a first down with 2 seconds to go. We'll see if they try to run a play here, but Tom will go ahead and make his way.
As the time expires.
Nope, we're going to let the time expire here.
With triple zeros on the clock, Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for your attendance at tonight's game, the first round of the USSAA 5A playoffs.
So your final score.
We'll see you here next week.
It's actually 56-0. We got 55 on the scoreboard there, but not a big deal as not much of a difference between those two scores. Midwest City, their season ends. They'll go 5-6 on the year. They finished in a three-way tie for second place in their district, but they lost district points. They lost the tiebreaker to district points. And because they lost to Newcastle so badly, that was really one of the low points. Because they lost to Newcastle so badly, that's the game that put them really behind in district points, and so they lost a three-way tiebreaker to Bishop McGuinness, who they beat, and Laud MacArthur, who Bishop McGuinness beat, and then Laud MacArthur beat Midwest City, and so that's why Midwest City finished on the short end of the tiebreaker there. So some highlights for Midwest City this season was mainly their win against Bishop McGuinness at Bishop McGuinness. A win that we were hoping would propel them to host a playoff game and get a top 2 seed, but next week against Laud MacArthur they lost by 8, and a game that was tied late in the game. In fact, the game that saw Midwest City go for 2 with about 5 minutes to go, down by 1. Couldn't get it. MacArthur scored their next possession, and they ended up winning by 8. And a game that prevented Midwest City from hosting a game. And then they could have still hosted, or could have gone to Guthrie as a 3 seed. Who knows how that game would have gone. Didn't go well for Laud MacArthur. Would have been tough to go well for Midwest City, but you never know. We'll never find out. Because Bishop McGuinness beat Laud MacArthur last week, that put Midwest City as a 4 seed. And that's why they're falling short to Crawford. All right, this is going to be the Patrick Doobie post-game show, and we're going to take a quick break here. We'll come back. We'll have to have Tom Carpenter and some interviews right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Welcome back to Midwest City Bomber Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. As you can see, Tom has Coach Hall with him. All right, let's see if Tom can be given the go to go ahead. Maybe trying to talk. We may not be able to get a good signal here.
Let me go talk to Jim.
All right. Not yet.
Hey, thank you, Jimmy. Okay, let me talk to him, and y'all, when you get it, let me know.
All right, Tom. We're having a hard time communicating with him effectively. So. We'll make one more attempt to get him here in a bit.
Yeah, you're on.
All right, so while we wait, we're going to let everyone know that the Midwest City postgame show is brought to you by Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance. Newby Agency is your local Oklahoma Farmers Insurance agency in Midwest City. They're family owned and operated and have been serving the public for over 40 years now. Their office is located off of 29th and Air Depot near Tinker Air Force Base. Come by and see us at 560 West Boeing Drive, Suite A, or give them a call at 405-733-7671. Buffalo Wild Wings is the Player of the Game sponsor. Player of the Game will be all the seniors in Midwest City who played. Buffalo Wild Wings, 5500 Tinker Diagonal. Buffalo Wild Wings offers buy one, get one deals every Tuesday and Thursday. Buffalo Wild Wings, where every day is game day. All right. I think they're trying to get the interview going, and we may just not have a good segment. We'll try to see if we can do that. Yeah, not getting through. Keep trying as long as the interview's going on to get what we can. All right, thanks for the effort there, Tom. Sorry we couldn't get the interview on.
What?
They're on the main channel.
Oh, now we're hearing them. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and call it a broadcast here. I want to thank Sarai Rawls for being our producer all these games. She did a fantastic job. Bernie Wren as a camera operator. And our interns, Maya Hodge and Dedrick Jones. We appreciate their help as well, all the work they did. And definitely want to thank Eric Sharam, our boss, and for giving us a chance to broadcast these games, and, of course, for Middale Schools for partnering with the Oklahoma Sports Network as well. All right, we look forward to bringing you Midwest City Bomber football next season. And until then, you've been watching Midwest City Bomber football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.